Yes, guys, it is time. Monday Night Raw after WrestleMania. This is when things get, man, it's already interesting, but this is when things get outlandish. What is up, everybody? You might notice the lighting's a little different. That's because I need to make an adjustment. So let me make an adjustment. They're showing a replay of what happened last night with Brock and Drew.
Lesnar kicked out of the Claymore.
What is up, everybody? What is up? Welcome to the stream.
Anyone kick out of the Claymore?
It's time, guys. It's time.
He's got to think about another one. And now Lesnar, German suplex. They're a shock in the water and he sends the blood. This is the beginning of the end for Drew McIntyre. This is the reality of facing the beast incarnate. Setting up for an F5. Cover by Lesnar. And a kick out at one. A kick out at one by McIntyre.
Yeah, he kicked out of one out of the F5. That was crazy. That was absolutely nuts.
And another kick out. Brock cannot believe what just happened.
There we go. Now we should have a little better lighting.
Drew McIntyre caught with another F5.
Alright, see what I can do over here.
Look at the fury.
What's up, everybody?
All night long.
All night long, yeah, sure.
Going for a fourth. McIntyre able to
Making
get off
music,
the
that's
shoulder.
awesome, dude.
Down goes Lesnar. Get up. And now a third Claymore to the beast. Kick it off. McIntyre daring
Now a
Lesnar.
third Claymore to the face. Yeah, we got quality options. Nice. What is up, everybody? I see Mo in the house. I see Gaming every day. I see Elijah. What is up?
McIntyre fulfills his destiny. McIntyre.
Who else do I see? I see We Erupt. I see Ringmaster. And I see the host. Postman Reigns. Man, this is gonna be cool. Wonder what they have planned. Oh my goodness.
On this day,
Mo sees clearly. Yo, Mo. That Edge match was great. I loved that Edge match. Mo, thank you so much. 200 bits right off the bat. Mo sees clearly. Did you guys know that Mo sees clearly?
in the wake of an
Mo sees clearly. So starting off with Asuka? That's a little odd. She's going to come out here and cut one of her impassioned promos. Mo, thank you so much, dude. 200 bits right off the bat. I got to give you some crowns for that. Asuka's here, but with no Kyrie. I don't see Kyrie Sane. She's still dancing around like she's got the titles. Maybe that's just her normal walk now. All right, let's get our Asuka. Breaking news tonight. There's breaking news. Uh-oh.
footage of what happened after McIntyre beat Lesnar.
Oh, okay. Street Profits will be in action. Austin Theory. Okay. Angel Garza. They get a rematch? Oh, rematch. I guess they do. I don't know that they deserved a rematch. It wasn't really that wasn't really that crazy of an outcome. Looked like the Street Profits won pretty easily. But hey, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do when you have to choose between Akam and Rezar, the Viking Raiders, and that's it? I think that's the only tag teams that are on Raw right now. Now Asuka's gonna take on Liv Morgan. I need a new picture of Asuka. Liv Morgan beat Natalya at WrestleMania. Maybe she's gonna move on to beat Asuka. This would be just the biggest win of Liv's career, maybe. I don't know if she's gonna get bigger than that, beating Asuka. Where's my Asuka picture at? Yeah, I really don't know if Liv Morgan is up for this task. It seems a little outlandish to me.
Is touching your hand for this gathering of the biggest body of people in this country, in this universe.
I don't know about this, guys. I mean, Natalya was a stretch, but jeez, Asuka? All right, here we go. Maybe the story's going to be everybody underestimates her. Maybe that's how she'll win. Let's get Liv Morgan.
Asuka going right after
her
Morgan
over
and
here.
Byron. It appears Asuka has not lost her flair, considering
She has
the
not
events
lost
of this
her
past weekend at WrestleMania, losing the tag team titles.
not lost her enthusiasm. I'll say that about Asuka.
Now Morgan was
Morgan tried for the nice little roll up, but Asuka was like, "Nah, you can't. You ain't doing that. That is not happening."
Oh, look at it. If you think about Asuka's career, Tom,
looks like Catwoman, kind of, yeah.
Look at Morgan go. At WrestleMania, we've seen Asuka bounce back before, as she is right here, right now, against Liv Morgan. And a hip attack, and down goes Liv Morgan. And look at Asuka early on in this match. Asuka so physically effective with anyone she's in the ring with right now.
Maru.
Unfortunately for Liv Morgan, she's on the receiving end.
What is up?
Now Morgan trying to keep Asuka at bay, went for a kick. Morgan trying to put away Asuka, and a kick out at 2. Oh! It goes without saying how big a win here would be for Liv Morgan. You knock off Natalya one night, and then 24 hours later, knock off the former SmackDown Women's Champion. Oh, and there goes Asuka. And Asuka in trouble here. Big edition of Monday Night Raw this evening. Oh, still to come. We'll take a look back at the hellacious last man standing match between Randy Orton and Edge from last night at WrestleMania. Also, the Boneyard match between The Undertaker and AJ Styles that has everyone talking. Yeah, including me. What brutality display between AJ Styles and The Undertaker inside the Boneyard match. Now Liv Morgan trying to step up the brutality, instead face first into the apron. This is a bad area for Liv Morgan. Asuka able to just have her way right now. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, and Morgan sending Asuka for a ride on the floor.
Bring her back in. Let's go.
Oh, and Liv Morgan caught by Asuka. Can Morgan get back in it on Monday Night Raw?
Domino's has contactless delivery.
Strange way to start this off. I think you're right about the whole Ruby Riott thing. That would be pretty dang cool. Okay, we got Raw, we got WrestleMania. Okay, let's get the link here. If I can find it. I hope you guys had a good evening. I hope you guys liked WrestleMania. What did you think of WrestleMania? All together, not just part 2, not just part 1. What did you think of WrestleMania all together? Out of 10, what would you guys give it? It's not gonna we're not gonna add it to the ratings or anything like that, but I just kind of want to get an idea of what people are thinking. What are you guys thinking? I don't care what Dave's not here, dude. Tell David to get in here if he wants his review to matter here. All right, let's go over here. What do you guys give it? Gritty Mania was a 10 out of 10. WrestleMania was a 9 out of 10. That's man. Well, thank you. The whole thing all together. Not part 2, not part 1, all of it together, guys. Altogether, 7.5 out of 10. 9 out of 10. 8.3. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. I would say somewhere around a 7.5, 8, between a 7.5 and an 8. I could really see. A 9, definitely not. Just a really well put together situation for what they had to deal with, you know. Man, there was definitely some matches on the fight card that could have went without happening. It kind of seemed to stretch the thing out, but being that they wanted to make it 2 nights, you got to know that it's gonna be like that. So I guess, gosh, 7.8. I could go as high as a 7.8. I can go as high as that. I'd like to see Drew McIntyre versus The Fiend. Really? Versus Tyson Fury. Oh boy, I don't know about that. I don't know about the Tyson Fury thing, man. Unless it was going to be a straight boxing match. Maybe Tyson's been working out, man. Maybe he's been figuring out how this wrestling thing really goes down in the ring. There's always room for improvement. But it in its original form when we saw him last time wasn't really all that impressed by his wrestling. But that was a little while ago. All right, we are back. We're back to Asuka versus Liv Morgan, and I'll be right back. Kelly's in the house. Kelly's got Matthews. Enters the chat.
Oh, wait a minute.
7 out of 10 overall. Night 1 was way better. Yeah, I think Night 1 was better. But I really did like the Edge thing. I rewatched the the Firefly Funhouse match, and I liked it a little better the second time actually. 'Cause I got to really see and hear what the little subtle things that Bray was talking about.
Tucks the arm on Morgan, and Liv Morgan wisely gets her foot on the bottom rope.
Liv all of a sudden is good enough to go toe to toe with Asuka for like 10 minutes.
A little bit of luck that Morgan's body landed in that bottom
Yeah,
rope.
of course Mo's not gonna like the Funhouse. His favorite wrestler got super squashed. I know how it is, man. I know how it is. I thought it was very well put together, though, and it was more of what we love about the Fiend, you know, more of what we love about Bray. So it's kind of like a trade-in. Oh no, not this outcome. Okay, I thought Liv was gonna do that rollover thing that happened to Shayna. Edge versus Orton was definitely brutal. They went all over the place. It started good at the beginning, yeah. Yeah, the beginning was better than the ending. But like I said, I went back and watched it again. Good. All right. Liv taps out. All right. So the Asuka lock produces victory for Asuka over Liv Morgan. Good, man. I was starting to get very worried there. Not that it really matters in the grand scheme of things. One win or one loss, you know, it can matter, but it's I'd rather not Liv Morgan go on this tear through the WWE out of nowhere, where now she's beating Natalya and Asuka. You know, if Liv can beat Natalya and Asuka, then Shayna should be able to beat Becky. That's why I hate Xbox, YouTube, and YouTube TV. Ugh. Maybe not subscribed to the stream. I'm subscribed to the other account. Oh yeah, okay. Who would win, The Rock versus Roman in a last man standing match? Probably Roman. The Rock has probably been conditioning for like movie roles and stuff, and just to look impressive on the screen. There's a whole different type of working out that people do to be in shape, fit, and able to go for minutes and minutes and minutes in front of huge crowds. You know, off the cuff, just straight athletic competition, night in and night out. There's a completely separate type of training that people do for that type of body style and that type of lifestyle than people who are just trying to get on a screen and look like Hercules, you know. So I would say in a last man standing match, Roman Reigns all day. Roman Reigns all day. Rock's probably not accustomed to that sort of life right now. Bray Wyatt, Bruce Pritchard, John Cena all helped book that match. Dude, I liked it. I think it could have been a little better, but it was what it was. Now they're replaying what happened to Shayna Baszler, what happened with Becky Lynch.
Becky Lynch has somehow overcome the greatest challenge of her championship.
Yeah, dude, don't come in here with rumors, spoilers, and dirt sheets, alright? Guys, please, alright? Let's just leave that stuff out of here. If you have like a genuine idea that you came up with yourself, then we'll talk about it. But guys, let's not be bringing that stuff in here, all right? I don't care if it's a year away. I don't want to hear it at all. I appreciate it. I appreciate you guys following the rules, all right? But don't present rumors and spoilers and dirt sheets as if they're your own idea. Just come up with your own stuff, guys. Trust me, there's like 150 superstars you could think of a storyline for. If everybody comes in here and starts talking about the same thing, I know exactly what's going on.
What are your thoughts on that?
So let's just talk about your own theories.
Is calculated, and I'm always looking for a counter. I'm always looking for the win, and tonight I got that.
Oh my God.
How good
Becky
was
Lynch
Shayna tonight in your match?
Look, she's incredible. I never underestimated her.
What if the hacker on SmackDown is a celebrity?
I
I thought about something last night. What if the hacker is CM Punk? Wouldn't that be cool? Because he said the truth must be heard, and he's always said he was the voice of the voiceless.
Her skill set is
Maybe it's CM Punk, guys.
maybe unmatched in what we have in WWE today. But the fact of the matter is tonight was a test of skill over heart, and I've got
She's
the
been
heart.
champion for over a year now.
Well,
Yes,
what's
she
next
has.
for you as the reigning Raw Women's Champion?
Well, if Shayna has a problem, if she thinks she has my number, she certainly doesn't. But if she has a problem with that finish tonight, just tell her to not go missing. She knows where to find me. I'll be holding down the fort every single week.
Becky, congratulations again.
Thank you.
Congratulations, Becky.
The thrill
Hacker
of
being
victory,
two different people. That'd be cool too.
the agony
Or a group of people.
of defeat.
Like Anonymous. It could be like the Anonymous of the WWE.
The thrill of victory and the agony of defeat.
That's Shayna Baszler.
The thrill.
Yeah, they said that
A
was recorded
victory.
right after the match.
And for you, Becky, I promise you the agony of my defeat.
It appears that Baszler is not yet done with the man Becky.
Could have been a better way to say that. She could have said, "I promise you the agony of your victory." Like she's promising her to destroy her because she won. I just love watching highlights of Kobe Bryant. Oh, really? Yo, look at Gunnar like some of the greats. Yeah, Kobe was incredible, man. Aren't they coming out with like a Michael Jordan documentary sometime soon? Oh, they're gonna replay the Boneyard match tonight. Okay, that's gonna be fresh. I haven't gotten a chance to rewatch the Boneyard match. I watched the Firefly Funhouse match twice, but I haven't seen the Boneyard match twice. And I also watched the Edge 24 thing, and I watched the Drew McIntyre one too. I was just trying to have something on while I fall asleep. I came up with some weird ideas last night, man. It was odd. It was very strange. I don't know. You guys ever have dreams that like seem like they go on for like 20 years? I had one of those dreams last night where like I lived like almost like a whole life in my dream. Like it just kept going and going and going for like 20 years. Very, very odd. What's up, Cheeks? It was the best match of both nights. Which one? Which one was the best match of all nights? Both nights. She looked like a dragon. She did kind of look like a dragon or some sort of monster. What do I think about the Drew and Brock match? I think it was funny that we got a match out of Brock where he did more moves than the guy who beat him. Brock actually performed more wrestling moves than Drew McIntyre did in that match. The Boneyard match, yeah, it was very well done. So much better than I thought it was gonna be. I just like honestly, guys, what I thought was gonna happen was they were gonna have the performance center, but they were just gonna have like a bunch of like bones up against the barricade. And you could like hit people with them. Like that's what I was thinking it was gonna be. So when it turned out to be the Boneyard match we got, I was like, oh, thank goodness. I thought they were just gonna like have like fake bones like against the barricade where they could grab the bones and like hit each other with them, and like pirate skeletons that they could pick up and throw at each other. Oh man, I'm so glad that's not what they did. What do I think is next for AJ Styles? Probably a bath. Looked like he got pretty dirty. Oh man. Ay. Thought the Boneyard match was going to be like when Sting fought Vampiro in WCW. It turned out to be closer to the Buried Alive match that people were just originally saying when they announced the Boneyard match. People were like, it's probably gonna be like a Buried Alive type of thing. But I can't say that I remember the match that you're talking about. So it might have been just like that. Yeah. Drew McIntyre became Brock Lesnar to beat Brock Lesnar. Just stored up like 8 finishers and just unleashed them. Had a tribute court on my team. Put the Mamba for life. And Kobe Bryant logo. Rip Kobe. Everything to pay respects. It's one of the GOATs. Yeah, he definitely is. I think one of the most important things to recognize about people like Kobe Bryant is just how um, oh, they're calling it Takeover. Wow, they're calling it Takeover this Wednesday for NXT. What I was saying is that one of the things to really that I think would help people a lot is to just remember how different they were than a lot of the athletes we have right now, and just what echelon they should be put in, and also just the things that they've done. You know, the fact that they're gone is not the reason they're important. You know, the reason they're important is the things they did while they're here. So, Kobe, man, what an athlete. Vampiro versus Kiss Demon graveyard match from the dying days of WCW. Was it good though? What if the hacker was the Viking Raiders and Rowan being a new type of Dark Order celeb hacker would have to be someone like Rowan who gets abducted. We were up. I mean, it sounds really cool. They'd have to be switching brands then, because Viking Raiders are a Raw tag team. I can see it. I'm not gonna say no. I'm not gonna say no. I will say that hey, anything's possible. I've seen a lot of weird stuff. I think it's time for Finn Balor to come back up the ranks. I think Finn Balor hasn't done enough outside the ranks. What has he done? Wrestled Johnny Gargano once, and then what else did he do? What else did he do? Has he had enough time outside the ranks to say that now it's time for him to be back? I would say, man, give him some time, man. Let him build up where he's at. He's over in the UK right now. He's gonna hopefully be helping them out, because NXT UK, I don't know, man. I think between that and 205 Live, both of those shows need help. Sting versus Vampiro was a graveyard match, but it was a wrestling match. So they had a ref out there and everything? Did they put up a ring? What did they do? I gotta see this. Actually, don't tell me, Kelly. I don't want to even know. Can you remind me to watch that though? Can you remind me to watch that? Maybe we'll do that for like a classic historical battles like single event thing. What if the hacker's AJ Lee? Seemed like a dude to me, but they could have stand-ins. Io Shirai versus Charlotte Flair. Dude, there's so many possibilities now. Bianca Belair versus Charlotte Flair, Io Shirai, Xia Li. Can you imagine a Xia Li match? Even Kaden, the Mortal Kombat girl. Even her. She could be kind of fun. You know, they'll probably make it Candice LeRae right off the bat. I definitely don't want to see Mia Yim versus Charlotte. That is not what I'm looking for.
Any reason to celebrate?
No time soon, at least. He isn't what he used to be. I know. That's why I'm saying you can't just like bring him back all of a sudden and be like, oh, Finn's back, because he wasn't even doing anything when he was here. You gotta build him back up, man. Let him take on Walter over in NXT UK and put on just like a 5-star classic over there and get people talking about the UK. Get him actually being a big dog in a small pond. That's why he came up so hard, you know. That's why he came up from NXT so hard, is because he was a big dog in a small pond. So when he showed up, it was like, oh my God, it's the Demon. You don't want him showing up like, oh, it's him in the jacket again. Oh, the guy who last time we saw him on the main roster, he got ultra squashed by the Fiend. Like, you don't want that. You want to build the guy back up. You got to leave him out for a little while. Let him get built. It's like what happened to Drew. Look what happened to Drew McIntyre. Drew McIntyre is like the perfect example of what I'm talking about. Like, you gotta be out for a while. You gotta go and figure stuff out. You gotta figure out your character. You gotta figure out your new look. You gotta hone your attitude, your promos. There's a lot missing with Finn right now. He's a complete wrestler, but there's things missing to make him that next, like, yo, he's back. So I would say let him chill in the UK for a second. If he came back right now, he'd be a big deal. Don't get me wrong. He'd be a big deal. People would be talking about it for a couple days, but I just don't think it'd be the best thing for him right now. He's better than that. Now, who should come back right now is Samoa Joe if he's healthy. They need a big threat for Drew McIntyre, because Brock is probably not gonna come out here and just be trying to get this title back. Maybe he will.
I feel like she's developed an efficient game plan for Austin Theory and Angel Garza. And what better
Yeah,
motivation
Joe,
to say
dude.
you were that close
Samoa Joe.
at WrestleMania?
Oh, I got a new picture of
You can be a little
Angelo
bit better
Dawkins.
and win the tag team titles here tonight.
Let's get it.
Anything can happen on the
So
Raw
it's
after
Angelo
WrestleMania.
Dawkins and
And now
Montez
Dawkins,
Ford
260
versus
pounds.
Austin Theory and
Bulldozer Austin Theory. Time
Angel
to
Garza.
assess your plan there, Austin Theory.
Rematch from last night.
And a tag made in comes Montez Ford.
If they were gonna do this, they should have put the Street Profits on night one.
Teamwork, how the Profits were
That way, it
teamed
doesn't
last night
seem
at
so
WrestleMania.
repetitive, They should have put Street Profits versus Angel Garza and them, and it's like being booked the same match. They're doing the same spot.
Defending the Raw Tag Team titles tonight.
Are you a fan of solving crime?
All right. They should have split this up. They should have put that triple threat tag team ladder match on night 2 of WrestleMania. Put the Street Profits on night 1. That way you'd get that space, because SmackDown would have just happened, so it was go home show for WrestleMania. Then the very next day, so it's Friday night SmackDown. Then Saturday is the first day of WrestleMania, so you put the Street Profits on because we haven't seen them since Monday. Then on Sunday you put Miz, you put Morrison, you put Kofi and all them, and then because that'll be on Sunday, and then Monday we get the Street Profits again, so we get that little break there, and it doesn't seem so repetitive. Could have been a better way of booking this up. Yeah, I got this brand new picture of Angelo Dawkins. These are the things I get excited about, guys. Jumping camera back and forth was going to give me motion sickness. Oh, no. No, Cannon, good character. He's smart. He's a good wrestler. He's really good on the mic. Eventually, yes. Eventually, but there have been times in Kane's career where he was definitely not the best book, but that's anybody's career, honestly. All right, I got a new picture of Montez as well. This is not it, but I'm going to show you. It's a commercial break right now, by the way, guys. Do I think you should have the WWE Women's Intercontinental Championship? No, I think there's too many women's championships as it is. Doesn't even have enough talent to really make the races that interesting. The title races are so, like, they got like 2 people who look like actual threats, and then they got like 6 people you never see. It's too many titles, too many women's titles. I would say merge the women's titles at the top. Make it so Raw and SmackDown are both fighting for the same women's title. I think an Intercontinental title would just muddy the waters so much. They already have a tag title that gets defended like once every 6 months or something. It's too much. Because then guess what they'd have to do? They'd have to actually like split up some of these makeshift teams that they put together just to have people fighting for that Intercontinental title. So it would actually deplete a title that we're already supposed to care about just to make a new one seem like it matters. So not enough women who can really be ring generals right now to make a new title even relevant. You know what they do? They take the title off of Becky and make her the new Intercontinental Champion and make it seem cool. They put the Raw Women's title onto, I don't know who, Liv Morgan, and then everybody be like, well, that title's done for a while. It just I don't think it's a good idea to expand the amount of women's titles right now. Having trouble making one of them matter over another anyway. Where's my Montez Ford at? Did I put it alphabetically?
At last, a host with class.
Do 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 do. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, you have awakened. Hi, Dudley. High five, Dudley. Thank you. I like your high fives, Dudley. They're the best. Where's my new Montez Ford? Oh, okay, I found it. Yeah. Now I just need Angel Garza. Let's just get Zelina Vega. Let's get her for now. Call it a day. There you go. There's got to be a new picture of Zelina as well. You know what she looks like? She looks like that. You guys ever see Training Day? She looks like Denzel Washington's girlfriend in that movie. His girlfriend or his wife? I think it's his girlfriend. All right, back from commercial.
Tag team titles, the Street Profits defending against the team of Austin Theory and Angel.
Ryder, how you doing today, man?
Rest on your laurels. If you're the Street Profits, you enjoy the fact that you were victorious at WrestleMania. Now you
at least in this picture she does. In real life, she looks a little different.
Oh, Dawkins trying for the spin.
But in this picture, she looks kind of like her. What's that lady's name?
Caught up along the top rope.
How about the NXT Women's Intercontinental title? Now that could be interesting. Okay, I could see that. Women's Intercontinental for NXT. That could be good.
Very highly of himself. He's not intimidated by the moment.
Or if they're not going to do that, just make it so like there's always a Mae Young Classic that's happening every 6 months. Do like an Evolution show or do a Mae Young Classic show and make it so you invite people from other promotions and you invite people from the main roster in NXT. If you're not going to make another title, make it so there's something prestigious for us to pay attention to besides just the one women's title on NXT. If you wanted to put a new title there or something like that, or a tournament there that's like a Queen of the Ring type of tournament, I'd be all for that. That'd be cool.
Right now, Angelo Dawkins in a world of trouble. Angel Garza in command here. And what a victory.
Where's Bianca? I don't know. It's probably backstage waiting.
To atone for what happened last night at WrestleMania.
Usos versus the Street Profits would be really good.
Yeah. Of course, and I go back to the point that this is a brand new tag team in Theory and Garza. These guys have been a team for
Are they really a team, though?
And to think that after a week, you can
Are they really a tag team, though?
Unheard of.
I guess any two guys that wrestle together are a tag team.
Credit to Zelina Vega for putting together.
Yo, what's up?
As we mentioned, an injury
Star-Lord.
to the United States champion Andrade, forcing
Star-Lord, man.
To call Austin Theory into her ranks.
Missed WrestleMania last 2 nights.
Dividends in this match. Like a great coach,
Girl, some hot dogs. Oh, decided to watch WrestleMania with your girlfriend. Oh, well, I hope you had fun, man.
And if this continues, it'll include the Raw Tag Team titles. Now Dawkins, trying to free himself from Theory and a knee right to the
Austin
midsection.
Theory
Great job
going
by
after Angelo
Theory.
Dawkins.
Face first into the top turnbuckle. And it's Garza who tags himself in. Could we have new Raw Tag Team champions tonight here on Monday Night Raw? We know.
I think I've seen Dawkins get sweaty like twice when he wrestles. He seems like such a low effort wrestler. I'm not saying he's bad, but he doesn't look like he really exerts himself to do much.
Moments of the year, Tom. Did you ever think you would say Charlotte Flair is the
Some people just make it look
NXT
so
Women's
easy.
champion in 2020? Tell you what, a stellar match between Flair and Rhea Ripley. Rhea Ripley, an unbelievable effort.
Austin Theory back in off the tag.
Comes Theory. And this continues to be a very impressive effort by Theory and Garza, who clearly learned from their experience at WrestleMania against the Street Profits.
I don't know about Theory's pants.
A lot of questions what kind of mood these two would be.
Are they going to win the title tonight? This is actually for the title. I forgot.
Absolutely. Did they come up short? Of course, but still, another opportunity here tonight could change everything. Austin Theory just
actually for the Raw Tag Team Championship.
Dawkins, I'm going to take that title. I'm curious, Byron, to see what kind of mood the Monday Night Messiah Seth Rollins is in after his battle with Kevin Owens.
Can't wait to see if they have some more good promos tonight, man. They've been doing so well with the promos since they started doing this empty arena stuff.
Tell you what, the more that Angelo Dawkins is isolated here, the less it looks like the Street Profits are going to be able to retain the tag
Zelina
team
Vega has 4
titles.
cats.
Went for a super kick now. Theory caught up by Dawkins. Look at the
Nice.
power on Dawkins.
Wow, fisherman suplex.
Right on cue. Dawkins proves me wrong.
And now Dawkins, can he get to the corner?
Zelina Vega is actually pretty okay wrestler.
Almost there.
Austin Theory's got to get to his corner to tag in Angel Garza.
All right, Angel Garza off the hot tag, but here comes Montez off the top. Incredible leaping crossbody. The frog crossbody. The frog body.
Shift the momentum in this match.
Forward with a drop kick, a man
Nice
who's
drop
clearly
kick.
put his body
So
on the
athletic.
line multiple times over the last week, and now catches Garza
DDT.
with a DDT.
That is the epitome of a man who thrives in the moment. Don't worry about the consequences. Just
Montez
deliver.
doing everything. Here
Wait a
comes
minute,
Zelina. Zelina grabbing Montez by the leg to prevent him from going up top.
Caught Zelina Vega red-handed. Now Garza trying to capitalize.
Oh!
Who's going to throw out this match?
The ref saw Zelina grabbing his leg and he threw the match out. It was an accident. You accidentally climbed up onto the apron and grabbed his leg. She said it was an accident.
Now, Byron, this is shades of what happened last night. It appears another.
Accidentally, I accidentally climb up on the apron and grab people's legs all the time. Is this an instant replay? Did they just like digitally change the? Did they just digitally change the background to make it say Raw instead of WrestleMania? Didn't I just see this? Oh my goodness! Wow, Spinebuster is Zelina. Bianca Belair is here. She's on her own against the Wild, but she's actually not on her own.
Doing something, but girl, cause I go here now. Bianca Belair, the EST of NXT, is the EST of WWE, and not only am I the strongest, the toughest, the roughest, the quickest, the greatest, the best.
Uh-oh.
But I'm the fastest, and you can't outrun me.
Uh-oh.
So, girl,
She actually is.
Or if I have to come get you myself.
Oh. Okay.
You hear
All
that,
right.
Tom?
I'm
Bianca
glad
Belair
there.
goes here now, and she wants Zelina Vega.
Could we see Bianca Belair?
Okay. Now this could be interesting. Thank you, WWE. I was starting to think that you really did just copy and paste. She reminds you of an AJ Lee. I guess they made a good casting choice in Paige's movie. She got the call up. It's looking like it. It's looking like Bianca is actually headed here. That might be smart. Get her away from Charlotte, because I don't know if they're gonna let her ever beat Charlotte. They didn't let her beat anybody before Charlotte. It's kind of sad. That would mean that maybe she would have never been women's NXT champion, in her whole career. I really can't think of anybody else who's come through NXT on the women's side of things and not won the title who I think should have. She'll be like the Charles Barkley of NXT. Kobe, you see Kobe is he's good on the court, but he won championships, but I never won a championship. So Kobe is technically better than me. Charlotte's still on Raw, Grady. Do you know that? Do you know this, Mo? She seems like she's NXT champion to me. But then again, I mean, Kevin Owens was showing up to Raws while he was an NXT champion. Maybe she's on both. Maybe she's both. Could be two places. They're on two separate nights, and in the same exact building. At least for now. I wonder when that's going to be over. She's only NXT for ratings boost. Okay, Mo. You get that from Triple H? Did Triple H tell you that? She's not going to give up her Raw spot. Why wouldn't she, though? She's not going to be on top as long as they got Becky hoarding this title for years. What's she going to do? Fight Asuka again? I don't know what there is for Charlotte on the main roster right now. Might be a nice place for her. What else should she be on NXT for? To be there because there's nothing for her on Raw? What's she gonna do on Raw? Fight Liv Morgan? Like, there's nothing for her to do. She's probably getting bored. She's probably like, dude, am I really gonna fight Becky again? I'm really gonna fight Asuka again? Now that Ruby Riott is back, that could be cool. But that's like one wrestler. Much rather see Charlotte versus a list of good wrestlers in NXT. She's probably bored, man. She's like one of the best wrestlers they have. I'd get bored. I'd be like, dude, I trained so hard to become like your best women's wrestler, and you got me fighting Becky every day. She can get the title off Becky. Can she though? Can she? Looks like Becky's had this title for a year, and that would be boring. That's what I'm saying, dude. Maybe she's just bored. You know, she's got pull. You know, she's part of wrestling royalty with the WWE. She might just be bored, man. There's such thing as getting bored at your job. And when you have pull and power, and your dad is like one of the most famous wrestlers of all time, and the company basically owes you so much for carrying them on your back for a while, sometimes you can make requests like, hey, I want to be on this show, or hey, I want to wrestle this person. I'm getting tired of feuding with Becky every year. Maybe she just got bored. And then she could step back and let her. That'd be even more boring. I'm bored, so I'm just gonna sit here. That's not exciting. Wouldn't you want to like test yourself?
Bianca Belair goes here now.
It's like somebody being bored of like their chef job, and then somebody allows you to go on like Master Chef and show off your skills, and you're like, nah, I'm just gonna sit here.
The fastest, the toughest. I can go on all night.
Jimmy Crane, what's up, dude?
Bianca Belair made her presence felt.
So we are getting Bianca Belair versus Zelina Vega. Good thing Zelina came dressed for a battle.
Yeah, it's nice to see Zelina Vega get.
I don't like Charlotte winning everything. That's what they say about all the greats, one time in their career or another.
You're gonna have to deal with Bianca. Bianca Belair came down.
There's a time where Triple H was winning everything. There's a time where Goldberg was winning everything. There's a time where The Undertaker was winning everything. There's always a time in somebody's career where you're just not everybody's favorite, but WWE is putting you over, or any wrestling company.
Tell you what, if you have seen Bianca Belair in action on NXT,
nothing left for her to do. I know, right?
Young lady is.
So they gotta find new people for her to wrestle against, and that's what I'm meaning by this. Maybe she's in NXT because it's just getting old, you know. It's getting old seeing her versus the same people.
Bianca is going off on Vega.
Oh, of course, the Boneyard match was awesome. The Last Man Standing match between Randy Orton and Edge was awesome. The triple threat ladder match for the SmackDown Tag Team Championships was an awesome match too. I loved that match. What else did I like? I thought the Firefly Funhouse match was interesting. I don't know if it was good, but it was interesting, and it was more of what I like about the Fiend and Bray Wyatt. A lot of creativity. I like Drew becoming champion, but he didn't really. I don't know. I guess that's just kind of the problem with Brock is he doesn't seem to put on very good matches versus bigger people. And Drew is definitely a big one. I like the outcome, but I didn't really like the Drew McIntyre match.
To inflict damage to Bianca Belair. Let's not forget something. We don't see Zelina Vega in action often here. Vega now the cover and a kick out. We don't see Zelina Vega in action often, but Zelina can
There's a lot of stuff that was just kind of okay.
Doing right now against Bianca Belair.
You know, like that's the stuff that stands out in my head. Oh, and Aleister Black. Aleister Black versus Bobby Lashley was better than expected to me.
Pretty sure it wasn't a 5 count.
Get on her. Get on her.
And now Zelina Vega.
Sasha never won at WrestleMania? I never knew that. Oh, wow. Maybe that's why she was so mad about losing the tag title. She's like, come on.
trying to use those smarts to slow down
You
Bianca
think Punk will
Belair,
interrupt
who's
Drew?
displaying just how resilient and powerful she is
No.
now.
No, I don't.
Readjusting the body
that would be
of
cool.
Zelina into a suplex. That was a little unnerving.
Montez Ford.
Ford loving what his wife Bianca Belair is doing. Kick right to the face.
Right
by
on the
Vega.
camera.
Zelina perched on the
Zelina
middle
able to
rope
show
there.
off a little bit here.
Gets caught.
Getting caught out of midair with the crossbody. Nope.
Look at the power. The strength
Wow. Bianca
of
Belair with the
Bianca Belair.
military
That
press
is
and
impressive.
squat.
Bianca Belair
Wow.
is a special athlete.
Got to take our last match of WrestleMania. No. No, I don't think
And
so.
now Bianca Belair on the move.
It is going like that. It is not going like that. That is unfair. That is.
Whoa, and Austin Theory was trying to slow up Belair. And here come Ford and Dark.
That took care of the Austin Theory problem.
Going after Theory and Garza.
Right in the middle of the ring.
Oh, man. This ref has had to throw out 2 matches in a row.
Again, the official calls for the bell.
This ref is like, can you guys please
So
just
high
wrestle?
between all 6 of these
What am I here
superstars,
for?
and once again,
Ref throws the
another
match out.
disqualification.
I guess it would be a disqualification, a double disqualification? Oh, they're going to do a triple
We're
threat
just one day removed
mixed match.
from the prestigious WrestleMania 36. And man, my brother is here. My wife is here. So how about we just make this a family affair and just do 3, uno, dos, tres, against 3.
Dang, they're making these people
Because
work.
Bianca Belair and the Street Profits are up, and we want the smoke.
I concur. Let's make it a family affair.
Could we
I
get a
concur.
6-person tag team match coming up next here on Monday Night Raw?
Well, at least you know the ref can't throw this one out. Or can he? Yeah, you still can, can't you? Yeah, it's only just no disqualification if more than 2 people are allowed to be in the ring at one time without getting counted or anything. Oh no! Oh no! At least these wrestlers are actually good. Could be worse, dude. It could be this. It could be. I'm not saying these wrestlers are bad, but it's boring when it's the Viking Raiders and Kevin Owens and Akam and Rezar and Buddy Murphy over and over and over and over and over again. So at least there's something kind of new about this. It's like saying Family Guy is not coming back to TV. Dude, CM Punk will come back to the WWE when all other avenues dry up for him. And right now he's not dried up yet. You know? I'm sure they're offering him money. I'm sure they're offering him some creative control. I'm sure they're offering him the ability to cut his kind of scathing edge of reality type promos and breaking the fourth wall type of things. I'm sure they're offering him this, but when you get burned by the WWE in such a way and you're still under contract and you have to like live through that situation, it changes your trust level, you know? How many people have re-signed contracts with the WWE and just sat there and not been on TV, not got storylines, not been showcased, not had a WrestleMania moment? Like just signing a contract with WWE is not necessarily guaranteeing you everything that they talk to you about beforehand. And he just probably doesn't believe it, you know? He probably is like, yeah, right. Yeah, you're gonna give me creative control, really? You're gonna let me just have an open mic, really? I just get an open mic every time I come out. I get to write my own storylines. Yeah, sure. He probably just doesn't believe that they're gonna let him be himself. He probably thinks they're gonna card him out here and have him get pinned or something, or have him cutting some Fruity Pebbles type promos or something, you know? It's probably not even just that CM Punk doesn't want to come back. It's probably a lot of it has to do with just trust. You got online classes. Oh man. All right, looks like we're getting 6-person tag action. It's that commercial right now. Never thought Drew McIntyre. I don't know, man. There's a lot of people I never thought I'd see back in WWE. Ultimate Warrior. There's so many people. Dude, they brought Billy Gunn out here when he was employed with AEW to get inducted into the Hall of Fame. WWE will bring people back, even if they parted on bad terms. It's just like how they treat you when you come back is the scary part. You know, how you get treated, what your run is gonna be like when you do come back. Because you saw they brought Billy Gunn back, but like the whole time they were like dissing him and stuff when he was out there. WWE is not above holding a grudge, and if they can get you under contract and hold a grudge, it's like the best for them. Big Rudd, what's up, man? Being in group chat with classmates. Phone's about to explode. I've noticed my phone's been getting kind of hot recently as well. All right, it is official.
Monday Night Raw now with a six-person
tag match.
The Street Profits, they're all tag team champions, and Bianca Belair against Austin Theory, Angel Garza, and Zelina Vega. And Montez Ford legal right now. Byron in this matchup, the men must face the men, the women must face the women.
The thing about this, Tom, we started off the night, it was a Raw tag team title defense. Hold on, let's be quiet for a second. Ooh. It started off as a tag team title defense between the Street Profits against Angel Garza.
I really do need to
and
get
Austin
Theory.
Then it turned into a one-on-one match between Bianca Belair and Zelina Vega, and now a six-man tag.
And plenty of chaos ensued from there. And Theory goes down at the hands of Montez Ford, and Bianca Belair loving it.
Hey, they still got the title on Brock Lesnar on the website.
Just shows you how heated this situation has become, this conflict between all six of these personalities.
I'll think about the week, especially that Austin Theory from NXT has had a tag team title opportunity last night at the Showcase of the Immortals, a career high.
They probably don't have a lot of wrestlers. Yeah, that's one of the issues, man. One of the issues with this current nightmare we're going through in the world today.
This tag team of Austin Theory and Angel Garza, for the short time that they've been together, have been highly impressive. And
maybe Brock's gonna take it back tonight. Yeah, maybe.
See more of this team.
And it speaks to the business.
I cannot say that I would like that. I don't like the sound of that, Mo. But you might be right. You might be right. We doing spoilers, duh. WWE's doing spoilers. Nah, I just think they're. Sometimes I get lazy with this website. There's like weeks and weeks where a superstar is showing up on TV and they still don't have them on the website.
Earlier on tonight, the Raw after WrestleMania, historically, it's an opportunity to reset. The point is to set yourself on a trajectory towards next year's WrestleMania in Los Angeles.
It starts here. This is your day one. This is where you adjust your diet, you adjust your mindset, your training.
I wish they do a draft, man. That'd be really cool.
Next year's WrestleMania, and a win here tonight goes a long way on that path.
Yay! Look,
Austin
you're
Theory,
official now,
superstar,
Austin.
claims he can go all day. And now in control in this matchup.
You're official.
Montez Ford has taken a lot of punishment thus far from Garza and Theory. He's got to make a tag.
Move him right
this
here.
Night is going. This match may go all night.
You're right. Montez Ford trying to get back up into this fight. Shot right to the midsection of Austin
Maybe
Theory.
they forgot about it. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. They're just like, get him out of here. Get him out of here.
We saw this strategy earlier in the match with Angelo Dawkins. Austin Theory and Angel Garza did a very good job of isolating Dawkins.
Yeah, exactly, Gangsta. Exactly. Who would have thought we'd see Edge back? 9 years later, he comes back. Like,
Ford and Dawkins
I've seen
the Raw tag team titles
so much happen in the WWE. That's why I love just being surprised, is because of the amount of surprise that you can be is so like great or time.
What an incredible match that
Edge return? I mean, 9 years the guy wasn't here.
That Seth Rollins is in tonight.
And then all of a sudden,
and now Theory muscles Ford
you
back
think you
in
know
the ring. Ford trying to scramble to the corner. He's got to make a tag, neither Belair or Dawkins.
Montez is in
now let's
the
move
right
Zelina.
direction. Face of Bianca Belair and Angelo Dawkins, but he's got to
see if there's a new
tag.
picture of Zelina. Brock better not get another title. I liked when Brock had the Money in the Bank.
Inspiration from Dawkins trying to Egg is
I
tag
like
team
that.
partner on.
I think Brock is perfect for the Money in the Bank.
Bianca Belair keeping her eyes on her husband.
Irish, what's up?
Montez
Welcome
Ford
back,
up
Irish.
to his feet. Austin Theory trying to
I did
corral
see
him.
the Edge
Oh, it takes
24.
a shot at
It was
Dawkins,
great,
trying
man.
to take away a tag.
It was
Oh,
so good. I didn't know that he
kick to the back of
drew
the
all his
by
own
Ford.
gear and
That
everything.
was
It was
just
so
enough
awesome.
for Montez Ford, and Ford now has a clear path to Bianca Belair.
And look how messed up Austin Theory is now. He's got to get his bearings and try to get to Garza or Vega. Look at the smile on Belair's face.
So they got Rob Gronkowski. They still got Gronk. Oh no.
Of WWE.
That smile's about to get
Think
real
Gronk's
big, I
gonna
think.
show up tonight?
One of the highlights of
he is.
WrestleMania weekend, the appearance of Bianca Belair, making her Raw debut tonight. Oh!
I think he is.
Oh, and this time takes out Vera.
2 for 1.
Selena Vega, let's see.
Vega broken up by Garza, who picked the leg.
Belair took out Austin Theory. Here comes Montez Ford.
And Ford not going to stand for that. Oh, and a super kick by Theory, but Dawkins mows down Austin Theory.
Barely keep up with this. Now we got the race on. Dawkins is headed after Angel Garza.
Dawkins is chasing Garza out of the Performance Center.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. More shenanigans?
A version of the glam slam into the top turnbuckle.
Oh my goodness.
It's about to get worse. Selena.
Oh, that's over. KOD.
OD.
Well, Selena's getting pinned.
Covered by
That's
Bianca
done.
Belair. Belair and the
Too
Street
easy.
Profits win this 6-person tag team match.
Here are your winners. The team on the Raw Tag Team Champions, the Street Profits.
Montez just grabs the camera and starts going crazy. Oh my goodness. What a nut. Alright. Let's get this new Zelina Vega picture before I forget. There it is. Alright. Just in time. Just in time for me to start moving everybody out of the ring. That was a good chunk of Raw right there. It's good stuff, man. Street Profits, Bianca Belair, Angel Garza, Austin Theory, and Zelina Vega. They really earned their paycheck tonight, I'll tell you that. Uh-oh. Boneyard match right now, or is it real?
AJ Styles in a boneyard match.
And some WrestleMania breaking news. We know Drew McIntyre defeated the Beast Incarnate Brock Lesnar to win the WWE Championship.
Gotta be careful about that. I know that's an actual Metallica song, so they definitely have a record company that will claim your stuff. And you do not want to get copyright issues. The aftermath, the breaking news. I wonder what the breaking news is gonna be. Think Brock smashes him or something? I want to see what happens. Alright, so that was not for the titles. After that initial match got thrown out, it was not for the titles. I kept it up here because I wanted to see if they were going to actually make that count. Like, make it so the Street Profits and Bianca Belair would be like a team, like a mixed match type of team, and they would be the new Raw champions together. I thought maybe that they were talking about that. So I kept the title up there, but that's not what was going on.
You know, Charlie, something
Uncle
makes
Bob
me
Lash.
feel like I need new management
Oh no.
or a new wife.
Oh no. Oh no.
Hey everyone, what are we doing and what are we talking about?
Oh no.
Nothing.
Oh dang, it's like that? Oh no, Lana, no. Uh-oh.
What did you do to my husband?
What do you do to my husband? What do you do to my husband?
A little tension in the Lashley Lana household. Well, that's what can happen.
Oh, what the heck? Oh no, Uncle Bob Lash is having some marital issues, it looks like. That's what happens when you get with people who are already with somebody else. I don't know if you can expect them to do different things in the future. I guess you kind of can, but... Ay, ay, ay. Not Uncle Bob. Uncle Bob, no. I could see Rusev celebrating. Yeah, I can't too. He's dancing in his house. I liked it when there was a point in that storyline where Rusev was like, I don't care, and like he was almost becoming like a ladies' man, and he was so happy and stuff. I like that point in the storyline right there, because you could see Lana getting kind of like mad about it, like you're not supposed to be happy. You could tell she still cared, but he didn't. You know, it like reversed the whole like power struggle between the two. It was actually compelling to me. It was a compellingly done storyline at that point, and then it just I don't know. I thought they were gonna do something cool with the whole Liv and Rusev thing later on, but no, that just they were like whatever. We spent too much on the cake. Get him out of here. Get him out of here. That was another get him out of here moment. Patty Bob. Money in the Bank with no crowd. Yeah, I hope this pandemic gets over soon. It's not going to be over by Money in the Bank. It's not going to be over by then. Man, I wonder who's going to be in the Money in the Bank. I hope Brock again. I hope Brock again, dude. I loved when Brock had the Money in the Bank. It was such a perfect spot for him. You could tell he loved having the Money in the Bank because he could show up when he wanted to, and he was an immediate threat. And that's exactly what Brock should be. He should just be like, if he shows up, everyone should be like clutching their belts and getting scared unless you're just a super savage, you know? I think that's a perfect spot for him. I loved it when he had Money in the Bank. I'd just rather him have Money in the Bank than have like an actual title, because then when he shows up, it's special and it's supposed to be. It's not, the title. When the title shows up, it's special. Lashley has the personality in that story too. Exactly. Yeah, I thought they did a good job. Lana, she was annoying, but I think that's what they were going for. They wanted people to hate Lana and be on Rusev's side. They wanted Lashley to be like the cocky dude in the middle who thinks he's all that, and now it's coming back to bite him. I think it's still an okay storyline if they're gonna keep up that level of storytelling they had in the beginning, or in the middle, I should say. Hang on, I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. Had to get my plug. I want to make sure my controller is charged. I don't want my controller dying in the middle of a nemesis attack. Tonight is the premiere of Resident Evil 3 Remake on the Gritty Urban Saga Twitch channel, guys. So please come on by the Twitch. If you're not gonna be doing much after Raw, I got you. Retire, please, Brock. Brock is too much of a draw, man. You want Brock to retire? The guy's like how many years younger than The Undertaker? He's got to be like a good 15 years younger than The Undertaker. You want Brock to retire first. I think Brock is a monster, man. He's just got to be utilized that way, and it makes Raw frustrating. It makes these shows frustrating when he's champion. I don't think he needs to retire. He just needs to only show up when it's like big time stuff, you know? Be a monster and then bounce. Don't be a title holder and bounce. Yes, I'm serious, bro. Thanks to you guys and your donations and everything, I was able to afford Resident Evil 3 Remake, so that is tonight. Gritty has the Money in the Bank contestants confirmed. No, I don't. I don't want to know. We could speculate all you guys want, but don't bring any rumors or spoilers or dirt sheets in here. I don't want to know who's in it. Aleister Black is here. I hope Bobby Lashley comes out and smashes this dude. Like before the bell, you know. I don't want Aleister taking any more losses, but I'm all for him getting like smashed up, you know. I'd like to see a second match, Aleister versus Bobby Lashley. Match was so much better than I thought it was going to be. And Aleister had the freshest jacket. Remember his jacket with the spikes? No man is ever truly good, but my jacket is good. That's his new theme song.
he has ever encountered here in WWE, and Aleister Black did so in emphatic fashion.
Oh, yeah. Aleister's here. What I will do for Money in the Bank is not have one and then do a tournament. What? Not have one. Why not have one? Money in the Bank is one of the better ideas that has been enacted. I like Money in the Bank. It's a cool premise, you know? Able to get a title shot whenever you want. Oh, versus Apollo. Apollo's on Raw? Apollo, I need you to win this match. All right, that's it. I know I said I didn't want Aleister losing, but I didn't know who he was facing. Apollo. Come on, man. Come on, man. Make you a little bigger. You're looking kind of tiny comparison. There you go. Dude, Apollo is here. How have I been today? Actually, today's kind of not been too good. No Cam is ever truly good. No Cam is ever truly evil.
Opportunity to show what he's
Cam
truly
Rom, what is up,
capable
man?
of. We know Apollo Crews can be
So I think CM Punk is going to return, man. A lot of people are talking about CM Punk returning today. There must have been some, hot dirt sheets today, man. The hot sheets.
That's what this
No, I don't think CM Punk is going to return and face
all
Seth
about.
Rollins.
The Raw after WrestleMania.
I think if CM Punk is going to return, it's going to be like the biggest thing possible. CM Punk returns, it's going to be him versus like Drew McIntyre or Roman Reigns or something. He's not going to go for Seth. Seth doesn't need it. Seth could hold a mic with him, but like, what would?
I think if you're Apollo Crews,
I guess that would be kind of cool,
this
though.
is a bit of a feeling out process in there with Aleister Black.
All right, I'll say maybe. All right, how about that? I'll say maybe. That way, in the future, nobody can go back and be like, "Gritty, you said."
Aleister Black staying right on top of Apollo Crews, and don't be fooled by the size of Apollo Crews. Granted, runs about 240 pounds.
Yo, Cameron, are you seeing this? Apollo versus Aleister, dude, in a different timeline. This could be a WrestleMania match for like the Intercontinental title or
wrestling. I mean, he has done it all, so he knows how to carry himself.
This should have been a takeover match, honestly, for the NXT World Championship. There should be a timeline where Apollo did not leave NXT until much later, and he became champion and worked on his promos and became a big deal.
We'll take a look back at what everyone is
I
discussing.
want that timeline.
Match from
I don't know what would have changed in that timeline, though.
Undertaker.
Okay, so yeah, you were asking me how's the day going. Today is actually it's good. I mean, any day alive is better than it could have been. But sinuses are bugging me today, dude. I don't normally have sinus issues. I hope I'm not getting sick.
And we always say it. We said it earlier.
I don't normally have sinus issues, but it's really bugging me today.
Like Apollo Crews to hit the reset button on his career.
So to be completely honest, I'm very happy to be here watching Monday Night Raw with a bunch of cool people who love wrestling.
Heard earlier
but my
on
nose
tonight,
is
one superstar trying to hit the
giving me
reset
problems,
button
and
is Shayna
tearing me
Baszler
up.
following her Raw Women's title opportunity this past weekend at WrestleMania against the man Becky Lynch. Gotta wonder what is next for Baszler.
Your phone is having human vibrations. I'd scream like a girl if he returned. Yeah, me too.
Celebrate getting past
me too, man.
Baszler, but I had a sneaky suspicion.
One of the things that I really like about a lot of wrestling fans is like, even if it's not your favorite wrestler, it seems like a lot of people realize the significance of a wrestler. Like, I don't think there was anybody in the building at the Royal Rumble this year who Edge is their all-time favorite wrestler, you know? But when he came out, everyone acted like he was, you know? Everybody loved it like he was. For that moment, everyone could understand. Dude, I'm glad Apollo's actually hanging with Aleister. I thought it was going to be Apollo comes out and they ring the bell and Apollo turns around with a foot in his face and that's game over. AWS, what's up, dude? Douglas in the house as well. But yeah, that's one of the things that I really love about the WWE universe in particular is like there aren't teams, you know. So we're not so divided as like watching football together or basketball together, you know, or hockey or soccer where everybody's gonna have like that one team they love and they're like, yeah, that guy's all right, but forget your team. It's all about my team. Like this is a product where we see different superstars every night. We see like Apollo, Alistair, Montez, Zelina. Like we see so many different wrestlers that it's like you have to form some sort of respect for the other people, or else you're just sitting there bored all night. So one of the things that I really love about the WWE universe is that there is a respect for more than just your favorite wrestler, and that respect can culminate in hype for a match that maybe doesn't involve anybody that you really like, but that you can actually see the story that they told, or you know, like whose favorite wrestler was Otis, whose favorite wrestler was Mandy, you know, but they were able to elicit a response, like an emotional response with the story they told, and it made people hype. It made people emotional. It made people care. And it made some people into fans of those wrestlers. So that is one of the best things about wrestling to me is like no matter what you're watching, people aren't as divided. People do want to divide. You can tell people want to live their lives in that. Some people want to live their lives divided. Like you can't like AEW and NXT. You know, some people don't want to have that togetherness, but it's there, man. We just like good wrestling, and that's one of the things that I can say about a lot of wrestling fans. They like wrestling itself. Uh, it seems a little bit more than some other people who like just a certain sport and they like a certain team and they don't have respect for other people who play that same sport as long as they're not on that team they like. WrestleMania typical. Well, they're gonna replay a WrestleMania match, so I guess I can leave it there. Maybe it'll be my tip goal towards next WrestleMania. But you guys know what I'm saying? Like that's one of the good things about. I always try to look for these parts that make society fun to watch, to make society fun to just sit back and be like, man, that's cool. You know, that's cool. It's cool that we can get together and everybody can be like, yo, let's go, let's see this match of this guy I haven't seen in a month. And you know, it's nobody's favorite wrestler, but it's somebody that we can respect because we see the talent there. It's commercial break right now, guys. That's why I'm just having some fun talking points and trying to get you guys' thoughts on the subject. Did this little kid just toss Keith Lee in the air? He's got superpowers? He's an X-Men? On Netflix this Friday. Oh, we might have to watch that. I didn't know. Is it a movie? Is it a show? I don't know.
Taking control now against Apollo Crews, who we mentioned before.
Bianca Belair versus Cesaro. Oh, that'd be epic. I think they should do mixed matches. I thought they were gonna start doing them, man, but they kind of chickened out or something.
Strategy we've seen in the early going
that would be so fresh.
Forcing Aleister Black to compete in a different style match.
They'd have to keep like a certain group of people in it, you know. There are some women who just they're not quite there to make the match compelling, but heck yeah, Bianca Belair versus Cesaro all day. The Big Show, yeah.
And this is the perfect kind of night for a guy like Aleister Black.
It's a series.
How many weeks and months have we heard Aleister Black come out here and say, "I'll fight anybody, knock on my door, I don't care who it is"? Well,
you think the breaking news is the Undertaker retiring? We'll see, man. I don't know why they say breaking news and then show Drew McIntyre if Undertaker was retiring. We'll see, man.
The second night of WrestleMania, we have a new NXT Women's Champion.
Charlotte Cruise lasted longer than Uncle Bob.
The new champion Charlotte Flair later on tonight.
Can you imagine how that just completely alters the landscape?
I don't. It's hard to tell because of commercials.
Flair is the NXT Women's Champion.
You're absolutely right.
I'd say it's about comparable right now.
That this past weekend's WrestleMania was the most social event in WWE history with nearly 14 million social interactions. It was because of
the most social event of all time.
14 million. I gotta up my Twitter game.
And now Aleister Black and
Oh my
Apollo
goodness.
Crews trying to light up
Thunderous
social
kick
media
across
their
the
own
chest
way.
of Apollo. Apollo overhead belly to belly.
Outside overhead belly to belly by Crews.
Oh my goodness.
Crews
Such a
just lit up
risky
the
spot to
back
put that in
of
too.
Aleister Black.
Apollo's so good, man.
And Byron,
Look
this
at
was
this.
a similar
Is
circumstance
this
that
the
Bobby
start? I don't
Lashley
want to say it.
utilized
I don't
to
want
his
to say it.
advantage
I'm going to say it and it's
against
just going to make it so it
Aleister
doesn't
Black
happen.
at WrestleMania yesterday, using the outside of the ring to his advantage. Apparently, Apollo Crews was paying very close attention to that matchup.
That's a great point. There is no way Aleister Black is 100%
14
coming
million
out of that match
social
with
interactions.
Bobby Lashley at WrestleMania, and this is a great chance now for Apollo Crews to open up that injury, that discomfort.
That could certainly open a lot of eyes now that he's a part of the Monday Night Raw. Aleister Black.
How many times will Big Show turn heel on his own show? He's going to turn heel. He's going to turn from heel to face 2 times before the opening credits end.
And takes Crews off his feet. Wow. PK right to the chest. Now the cover. Hook to the leg. Apollo Crews powers out.
You have to avoid the strikes at
Dude,
all
Apollo is
costs
hanging.
If you are Apollo Crews.
Apollo puts. Oh, Aleister to the outside. He busts his face on the apron on the way down.
Face first off of the apron.
That's one way to do it. Apollo Crews. This might be one of the best performances I have seen from Apollo Crews in a long time.
Heck yeah, man. Apollo needs to turn heel.
Opportunity for Crews here
I mean,
tonight
yeah,
after
I guess.
WrestleMania. Oh! Apollo
Had
Crews
enough.
front
Oh my
puts
goodness,
down
nice
Aleister Black
moonsault.
here on Raw.
Splatterhouse.
Reese's eggs are back, and we hit him somewhere you'll never.
Oh my goodness, dude, is it gonna happen? I can dream, can't I? I could dream. Nah, I still think Aleister should win, but maybe it's a disqualification win because Apollo does turn kind of heelish and just won't stop stomping him in the corner for a second. Like, you know, the ref's counting. He's like, come on, Apollo, you got to stop. And Apollo just keeps stomping him. He's like, why won't you stay down? You know, he's like getting mad. And then the ref has to like ring the bell. And then Apollo's like, he hears the bell ring, and then they announce that the winner is Aleister, and he starts thinking about it, and he's like, what? And then Aleister hits him with the black mass or something, you know? So Aleister's still standing tall. Aleister still cracks him in the head, but it could be the start of like Apollo starting to realize that he gets results when he gets mad or when he gets extra furious. And I thought they were starting to tell this story with Sheamus. Because remember, last time we saw Apollo, it was him and it was Chad Gable. And when him and Chad Gable fought Sheamus, they both got smashed. But when Apollo came out by himself, he said, I'm going to do this my way. And then he actually hung with Sheamus for a little bit, and then Sheamus put him away. So I thought that they were starting to tell that story that, like, Apollo needs to unleash this, like, inner animal or inner rage, and that makes him better. That makes him, well, not better, but more devastating and more like he can hang. He's not complacent. He doesn't just take pins. Like, he kicks out and stuff. I thought they were starting to tell that story, and maybe that's what's going on here. I think that could be a really good story for him, and it could be the start of a heel turn, and maybe he could start getting some promos and start just building his stock up, because his stock is not the highest right now. Yeah, I think Apollo should have already been IC champ, or at least I think he should have been NXT champion by now. I don't even know if he should be on the main roster right now. Like I was saying, I wish there was a storyline. I wish there was a timeline where they never called him up, or that he didn't get called up until maybe a few months ago. Because I really think that the time that he spent in NXT was not sufficient for him to become the WWE entertainer that he needs to be to flourish on the main roster. I feel like he's a great wrestler, but I feel like that NXT time is so valuable to certain superstars, so they can learn how to do these media events. They can learn how to talk on the mic, how to exude charisma and character, how to command a ring with not just good wrestling, but also with your attitude, being a commander out there, being a person who can move the crowd left, right, up, down, with just going out there and just saying something in a corner of the ring. I feel like that is such a valuable experience that NXT offers, and they just robbed him of that. And then on the main roster, it's like he got robbed of that experience, and then he's expected to be that when it's like you never gave him the opportunity to get that. I don't know if it's the truth. It just seems like it is, you know? Oh, we come back from commercial break, and Apollo's got the pin combination, but he's not able to pull it off.
Very competitive matchup between Cruz and Black.
Yeah, competitive matchup that Apollo Crews has maintained really an advantage in.
Clothesline. Here's the cover and a kick
Two
out
count.
by Aleister Black. What a victory this would be for
Oh
Apollo
my goodness,
Crews.
dude! Apollo now putting the choke on Aleister.
New brand, new environment, great first impression if you defeat Aleister Black.
So much for the WWE Universe.
He could be so powerful. He could be so good.
Too big for just one
I could see him as United States champion as well.
Inside the WWE Performance Center, the home of Monday Night Raw this evening.
I'd kind of like him to go United States champion. Oh, he could be. Could you
themselves
imagine the matches
rest of
him and
the
Keith
Raw
Lee could be
roster
having
because,
right now?
Frankly, we've got a new WWE champion in Drew
Apollo and
McIntyre,
Keith
the
Lee
man
could be
that every
absolutely
superstar
tearing
is chasing.
Full Sail apart on
Later on
NXT.
tonight, Tom, we're going to show the
Or the
world
Performance
the
Center or
shocking
whatever.
events that happened after Drew McIntyre won the WWE title.
You used to do your own wrestling, really?
And this is where Aleister Black can be so devastating.
Sounds kind of dangerous.
Oh, and cool
Nice.
power
Good power slam by Apollo Crews.
Hook to the leg and a kick out by Aleister Black.
I got to be honest. I think
This is
Apollo Crews
one of those,
has Aleister Black's number here
kind of
tonight.
smart stuff. Aleister's so
Aleister
smart.
Black took a quick
Oh,
shot
he's
to
going
the
for
back
the
of leg.
blackout.
Slowed up Apollo Crews.
Oh no! Apollo able to get out of the submission maneuver. Dude, Apollo's for real, man. Apollo's for real. That would have been the end of the match in any other case.
Crews setting up.
Yo!
Covered by Crews.
Blue Thunder Bomb?
Oh, and a kick out by Aleister Black. And Byron, we've seen Crews put away
The
a lot
toss
of
powerbomb,
opponents
the
with that
beard
move
is giving him
past.
strength.
For
I
so
think
many
Apollo's
years,
power is
Apollo
in this
Crews
beard.
has been told you have potential. You can break
Dude,
through.
this is
This
savagery.
is a
Cameron, are you
breakthrough
seeing this?
moment for Apollo Crews here tonight on Raw.
Goodness gracious.
And Apollo Crews.
This is one of those Liv Morgan-esque type of situations where out of nowhere somebody is competing against like Asuka, and I'm like, what? I'm starting to get that like what type of feeling. I think it should be kind of over by now.
A grand impression at Aleister Black's expense.
Black Mask should have
Remember,
been
Aleister
delivered
Black is 24 hours
probably by
removed
now.
from a WrestleMania match.
Looking a
Apollo
little
Crews
strange
is
to me.
fresh. And maybe that freshness could be the difference in this match.
And look at Apollo Crews going to corner,
he's fighting,
hammering
though.
away on Aleister Black. Oh, and a kick
This
right
is a
to
good
the
match.
face, but Crews follows back up with a clothesline.
Great for creative. They should
by
definitely
Apollo Crews.
look
Look
into
how
hiring me. I'll work for
determined
cheap,
Apollo
man.
Crews is.
I'll work for
Going
cheap.
up to the top turnbuckle against Aleister Black.
Oh.
Going for a splash and
Aleister out of the
nobody
way.
home.
Great
Apollo,
ring
high
awareness
risk,
from
no
Aleister
reward.
Black.
Splats
Able
to the
avoid
mat.
The splash, but remember the damage that's been
Aleister
done
Black
to Black.
says, "Get up,
Black's
it's
gotta
time."
recover quickly.
Bliggity Black. Nope.
And now Aleister
Whoa!
Black, great job
Leaping
there, now going for a
scissors.
submission. Thinking about a knee
Oh
bar.
God.
Thinking about all the damage that has
Yo,
been done to the
he's
left leg
ripping
of
the
Apollo
knee
Crews
out of
in
the
this
socket.
match.
Aleister
Very
Black is.
wise choice by Aleister Black. This is why Aleister
Apollo
Black
looking for
is
a
so
rope.
dangerous.
Come on,
Noticing the
Apollo. You
target
fought so
area,
hard,
but
man.
taking advantage
Don't want to
of
go
that
down to
area.
this.
Now
This is not even his
Apollo Crews
submission
has
maneuver.
got to get out of this predicament now.
Going
I
after
mean,
the
it's one of them,
braced
but
left
I've never
knee
seen him
of
win with this.
Apollo Crews.
Apollo Crews is nearing that bottom rope, just a few inches away.
Come on, Apollo.
Crews
Think about the one fan in the audience.
Yes, he does. It breaks the submission. Great opportunity there for Aleister Black.
All right,
with
Apollo
credit
able to
the
find the bottom
toughness
rope.
of Apollo Crews.
Valuable
This is
seconds
good.
of damage that Aleister Black was able to inflict on the leg of Apollo Crews.
Aleister looks like he's perplexed.
What
He's
a
like, what
matchup
is
tonight
going on
Monday
here?
Night Raw
It's
between
like, where'd you
Apollo
come from? Do you
Crews
even go here?
and
I thought you were on
Aleister
I thought you were on
I love it.
SmackDown.
It's
No,
competitive,
not
it's
prepared for this.
hard-hitting. It's exactly what you want to see between two tremendous superstars like Black and Crews.
On Apollo Crews, plenty of punishment has been dished out by Black to the left leg of Apollo
It'd be funny if
Crews, and Crews having trouble
Aleister
standing.
Black's name was Aleister Black, but Apollo's name was Apollo White.
And Byron, look at Aleister Black, as you mentioned, nowhere near 100% after his battle with Bobby
Oh, man.
Lashley last night.
Should've
But
used
Crews
the,
goes down again. Aleister Black's
Ankle
in a
lock
bad
as a
way, too.
finisher? You think so? I think he's a little
We've seen
too.
this look many times, Tom.
Probably thinks he's a little too athletic to be using a submission maneuver as his finisher.
Cruz is standing now, going for Black
Oh,
Mass.
yo,
Cruz able to
the
duck
Black
in
Mass
a drop
missed.
kick.
Apollo ducked under it.
Enziguri.
Leaping Enziguri, but the
Aleister
knee
Black
is
to the
in
outside.
jeopardy.
Who's going to gain control of this matchup on Monday Night Raw?
Dude, they are giving Apollo the opportunity here. This is like his WrestleMania. This is Apollo's WrestleMania right here. Aleister Black and Apollo White. Free Doritos Locos Tacos. Tomorrow, free Doritos Locos Tacos. How many do you get? Cameron, how many tacos do you get for free? How do you get them? Did you enjoy seeing Taker destroy Styles? I liked that whole match. I liked the whole match. I liked the parts where AJ was in control. I liked the parts where the Druids came out. I liked the parts where and I know it makes no sense, but there's some times where wrestling is about that, you know? Sometimes wrestling is about just letting go and being like, yo, let's go. Yes, there's a whole bunch of druids in a barn somewhere. You know, there's this guy has powers, and when he lifts his hand up, a laser spells his name on a building. Like, sometimes it's just about that, and that match was just the apex of like, let's just watch. I loved it, dude. Could you be a moderator on my channel? If you show up, if you're here and you're down with the cause, and you prove that you're not going to break the rules, eventually, maybe. Can't say no, and I can't say yes. I'll say eventually, maybe. The more I see you, the better chances of it there are, though, so just hang out, man. You get one? How do you get one? You just walk in? You got to walk in? Dude, what do you got to do? Cameron, can I get some deets? Can I get some details on this? I need to know. Free tacos not the thing to have. Dude, Ringmaster. The tacos come in paper. It's perfect, okay? It's a self-contained situation. You're not thinking outside the box, man. You're not thinking outside the bun. Final Fantasy is Friday. Let's go get it, Gritty. Dude, I want to go get it. I'm not sure how to get it. I'm assuming with the purchase of something. Dang it. Now I gotta watch that commercial again and get even more hungry. Alright, I'm gonna watch it again, but just in a second. Alright, I'll be right back. Alright. Find out what's going on here. Springboard. Moonsault. Aleister Black going for the pin. See, this is a good match. Not repetitive moves over and over again.
Now from Aleister Black. He knows Cruz is wounded.
Not repetitive springboard stuff all day. So glad that this is Apollo, man. I'm so glad it's Apollo.
Grueling last man standing match from WrestleMania between Edge.
Cameron gets free tacos for life.
The drop kick, it's Apollo
Well, yeah, I
Crews,
mean,
who
but he
gains
gets them
moment
without
for
a
him to
promotion.
gather
Like
himself here
he
against
gets them
Aleister
the way
Black.
he gets them.
And that last man standing match so incredibly
Most of us
personal
can't get them like he
between
gets them.
Edge and Randy Orton.
Because if a lot of us pop out from behind a dumpster,
Apollo Crews
we might
trying
get
to
beat
will
up. But
himself on
Cameron, that's not a
through
problem.
the pain. Aleister Black
Cameron
is in
just
a
pops out.
targeted attack of the left leg.
He's like, Doctor, free Doritos Locos, please.
Apollo Crews
I get that all day.
slamming Aleister Black into the corner. Another
I just
shot
wait for
to
someone
the
to
knee.
order them.
Crews is really being tested
I just
here.
wait
We're
for the
gonna find
person
out
to pay and try to
how
drive away.
Apollo Crews can be with
And I
a
kick
bad
the
knee
car off the
against
road.
Aleister Black here. As we essentially
The
enter
best match I've ever
fourth
seen Apollo
quarter of
have,
this
yeah.
matchup.
BC Gaming, welcome back to the
Apollo
stage of
Crews
history,
has been
dude.
given a brand new opportunity
Good to
coming
see you.
from SmackDown here to Monday Night Raw. We learned earlier tonight. Now
What a match,
Crews,
Grady.
can
This is
he
a
take
three-point
an
match. This is more than a
all-important
three-point
victory
match.
away from
Three-point
Aleister
match is
Black?
just like, I feel like a three-point match is just a little better than average. This is much better than average. Superplex by Apollo.
And down go both Crews
These are
and
two guys
Aleister
who are
Black.
utilizing their
Crews
entire
trying to
moveset to
capitalize
entertain us
into the
in
cover.
a
Hook to the
multi-minute
inside
match.
leg and a kick out at 2.
And one of the things that I love about it the most is that the pinfalls are not coming on the back of finishers. They're coming on the back of moves that are just known as devastating moves. It's not just finisher after finisher and people kicking out of each other's finishers. This is how you make a long-winded match actually edge of your seat. Because you know you're waiting on somebody to hit their finish. They're hitting everything in between because they both know each other's moves. They know what to watch out for. It's so good.
And now it's Aleister Black coming back with the strikes.
This is a 3. It's like a 3.9. Oh my goodness! Pop-up powerbomb. Yo. Yeah, this is like I said. This is Apollo's Wrestlemania. BC is down since day one.
This late in the match, granted, he's got an injury, but he keeps on
BC-ish,
fighting.
yeah.
Look, I get the frustration if you're Apollo Crews, but you have to maintain the
BC,
confidence.
are you seeing
that
this
has
match,
gotten
man?
to this point in this match,
Thank you
Apollo
so much
Crews
for the
has to
22
believe
bits.
in his heart of hearts that he can beat
Goodness
Aleister
gracious,
Black.
22 bits.
The edge that Apollo Crews had
Thank you,
coming into this
thank
fight
you.
was that he was fresh. Aleister Black coming off a difficult battle against Bobby Lashley at WrestleMania yesterday. And now Apollo Crews,
Wow.
the power on display.
Wow.
Kickstart for Apollo Crews here.
And the standing moonsault right
from
after
the
the
leg
military
injury.
press and
Standing
shooting star right
Could
into
this
the.
be it for Aleister Black, the cover and the
No,
kick out,
Aleister
as
kicks
Crews
out.
was clutching at his left leg, Byron, that may have cost Crews.
We don't know how
Oh man,
bad that knee
Apollo's
is injured. We don't know the kind of pain
knee and his
Apollo
shoulder
Crews
look
is
to be in
feeling right
final
now, but if he
jeopardy.
could just
Alistair
muster
has
it up,
done the
just
damage,
suck it
man.
up
He's
for a
made
few
these
more
moves not as
moments.
effective.
Apollo Crews could have the
Apollo
biggest win of his
finally
career
hits
to
his
date.
finisher, and Alistair is
now
able to
Apollo
kick out of
Crews
it,
going
but
to
just
the
barely. You
outside,
could
thinking
tell it was
high
because
risk,
of the.
high
You
reward
could tell
as
it was
he's trying to
because of
climb
the
to the
damage that's
top
been done to
turnbuckle.
him.
It may not be the smartest idea with a bad wheel and
Oh my goodness!
Kick right to the face.
Leaping kick right
Was
to
a
the face of
little
Apollo
slow
up
on the
top.
ascent, and Aleister Black able to catch him.
What is this?
Aleister Black now
Gonna do a
poised to make him pay
a
for it.
backflip,
The damage to the
backflip
knee
upside
is
down,
what
black
Aleister
mass.
caused.
No, get off me!
Face
Wow,
first
Apollo
into
puts
the
Apollo
canvas.
puts Alistair face first
Great
off the
counter
second
by
rope.
Crews from the middle
Oh
turnbuckle
my
and a knee
goodness!
right to the face.
High risk,
Go back to
no
how
reward
gingerly
once
Apollo
again.
Crews had to maneuver himself.
Apollo came off the second rope and caught a
Once
knee for his
again,
troubles.
This is
Gets
not a
super
position
starched, and now
Apollo Crews wants to
Alistair
be in.
lifting
At
Apollo.
the mercy of Aleister Black.
Oh, he's
Wade
got
was
his
trying to go
leg.
for the
Come here.
black mass. Apollo
Toss
Crews
power
with
arm.
the
No,
toss
rolls him
power
up.
bomb. Now the cover and a kick out
Apollo
by
able to kick
Crews.
out. Oh my God, black mass. Cracked him right on the beard with that. That's game over.
Aleister Black
Good
got
match,
out of that
dude.
one, and it's over.
No man is ever truly evil. I do the things you never could. Wow. What did they put in Apollo's food today? Dude, that was a definite 4 out of 5. If they had an actual storyline to this, if there would have been any reason for them to be fighting besides just it's Raw, This could have been up there in the five range. This was really good. Man. You see, that's how you do a long-winded match that doesn't look stupid. You have wrestlers who could do 8,000 moves, and you have them do those 8,000 moves, and then you end the match with the finisher. It's like putting an exclamation point at the end of a sentence. You don't put 50 exclamation points throughout a sentence and think that your sentence looks good. You put it at the very end so that people know, yo, that's it. Good stuff. And Alistair just looking so focused on the future. I'd be worried about what just happened. I'd be like, yo, what the heck?
The following
Who
is
the heck is this guy? This ain't Apollo Crews.
match.
That was a great match, dude.
And in a rivalry that's been about
Apollo
physical
got
and
extra move.
psychological
That was great,
warfare.
man.
No Randy Orton
7.5 out of 10. Normally we do the match ratings out of 5, King Spade, but I would say that's right around where I'm thinking. Some good stuff, man.
Match might be over before it even gets started.
Glad I tuned into Monday Night Raw. I think Apollo has the right finishers, Elijah. He's got finishers that show off his strength and also show off his agility. I wouldn't really change much about him. I just changed the amount of time that his finisher actually wins a match for him. I think that's what we need to change. Alright, now they're showing us a semi-replay of what Edge and Orton went through last night. And they went through a battle.
This might be the
absolute battle.
Has to finally put Randy Orton away.
Another one and caught with an RKO.
Come on, Randy.
This is it, my friend. Come on, man. This is it. Get to come back to your girls.
Come on, Orton, he has a family. Don't do this.
Wait a minute. Caught up by Edge.
Orton is starting to fade.
What? Orton might be out cold.
2.
So good.
3, 4.
I know he said the F word, yeah. Yeah, he said F you to the ref, and the ref stopped counting. Gemini, how you doing today? Yeah, he said F you to the ref, and the ref stopped the count. The ref was like, dang, Edge just swore at me. I guess I shouldn't count anymore. I might get feared off this place.
4, 5, 6, 7.
Yeah, match was awesome, Chris. One of the things that was really funny about the Edge documentary is that Edge was like, oh, hey, you know, doctors have told me what during my comeback, there's certain things I won't be able to do anymore. You won't see me jumping off of a ladder through a table with steel, you know, and it's funny because he said that, and then this match, he jumped off a ladder through a table. So he's literally just testing his limits.
The Rated R Superstar doing things on his.
Corn dogs. Oh no. How dare you? How dare you? Wait a minute. Cedric Alexander? Cedric Alexander versus Ricochet. Dude, what is up with this?
Ricochet in action next.
You know, they're giving us these alternate reality WrestleMania main events. They're literally giving us these alternate reality main events. Aleister Black versus Apollo Crews. Ricochet versus Cedric Alexander. Wow. Alright, I'm liking this Raw. This Raw, they're doing their best. In my opinion, the Edge and Orton match was boring. Is your opinion, is your name Dave? It was boring. I don't know what you wanted then, man. I don't know how long you've been following their careers or that how much you know about their friendship or how they met or like what they've been through together or what they've won together. That match was just dripping with history and pauses to realize what they're doing to a person who used to be their friend and still still caring about each other even though they're doing this to each other. That match was just dripping with drama, dude. If it was boring, you should probably watch like what they've been through together, because it had history to it. It's like saying like, oh, when that one Ninja Turtle with the blue bandana fought the one with the red bandana, that was boring. It's like, dude, they're brothers. They grew up together. One of them's the leader. Like, there's a whole storyline behind it. Maybe the fight didn't achieve exactly the heights that you love, but you got to realize the fact that the turtle with the blue bandana and the fact that the turtle with the red bandana have existed before this match means that there's probably other things going on there, and there's probably other things they're calling back to, and there's probably reasons that this fight is happening beyond just they got mad about the shell wax or something. Like, there's more to it than that. So, I mean, I'm sorry it was boring to you. You're entitled to your opinion, but man, I would say that most likely, if somebody thinks that match is boring, it's probably because they're not considering the nuances. They're not considering. They're not taught. They're not thinking about why you saw Edge standing there with like almost tears in his eyes, thinking about what he's done. Why Edge was holding Randy after he won the match, even though he's supposed to hate this guy at this point. Even though this guy attacked his wife, he's still holding him at the end. Like, think about the drama to that. Why would you hold a man who attacked your wife? There's so much more. There's so many layers to that story. It's not just a match at that point. It's a story. It's like when Thanos threw his daughter off the cliff, dude. It's not just Thanos killing some green girl, you know? Explains. I only watched Edge at the tail of his career. Exactly. You see, that's what I mean. Like, it did seem boring. I understand what you're saying completely, but that's why I offer that, man, if you did a little bit of looking into it and saw what they've been through together, and you really thought about like how even the match ended, there you gotta know there's more story to it than just two guys trying to beat each other up. And that's why as soon as Ringmaster came in here, like, oh, Dave Meltzer said the match was boring, I was like, dude, tell Dave to get in here if his opinion's ever going to matter here, because I think the guy is a sensationalist. Like, he realizes what sells, what makes headlines, and what makes people click on articles. Dave Meltzer said the Last Man Standing match was boring? Like, come on. Really? But then again, I don't know. I don't know how deep. I don't really care about Dave Meltzer, but I don't know how deep he goes into like the story behind a match. I feel like he's more into like the spectacle, not the spectacle, but like the athletic regimen they go through and stuff like that. It seems like he's a lot more into like the technicality of a wrestling match and not so much as I don't know though. I can't really say. I'm just gonna say that whatever, Dave. Whatever. Match had more cultural and wrestling significance than a lot of what wrestling has been in the last couple of years. So, good job, Dave. I hope I hope he liked some of WrestleMania. I hope he didn't sit there not liking the whole thing, because I definitely think that in the grand scheme of things, that Last Man Standing match is probably better than 80% of the fight card. So he must have had a horrible, horrible 2 nights watching WrestleMania. Gamora is hot. But you know what I'm saying though, right? Like, it wasn't just some purple guy throwing a green girl off a cliff. Like, there was more to it than that. It might have been a boring scene, but it's like, think about it. Oh, they're a tag team? Wait a minute, what's going on?
2 weeks, we've gotten to know what this team is capable of.
Oh, they're a tag team. I thought they're fighting each other. Cedric Alexander and Ricochet. All right. Oh, okay. So who are they gonna beat then? They're gonna beat Corey Graves and Michael Cole. Now I would, dude. This Raw would be like a 10 out of 10. Oh, Danny Burch and Oney Lorcan. Where'd they come from? They materialized out of the ether.
Within the Raw tag team.
Dude, this could be.
I think the sky's the limit. I mean,
this could be a better tag match than what we saw for the title earlier.
Who became friends years ago, and now they're
They
Raw
know they
tag
need to
team
buff up
champions.
this.
The same thing can be said for
tag
Cedric
team
Alexander
division.
and Ricochet. They can take that friendship
Holy
and propel
moly.
it into tag team success here on Raw.
Headbutt right between the eyes, and this is what Lorcan and Birch do best.
Dude, this could be the. This could be one of the
smash
best tag
style
teams
kick out
of
by
modern history. Destroy, what's up, Destroy?
About throughout the night, the Raw after WrestleMania, it's a chance to restart things in your career. And
Ratings about to decrease. We rough. You think
successes and some struggles?
You think Cedric Alexander and Ricochet on the same team versus Danny Burch and Orny Lorcan is going to decrease?
He is a former United States champion. Had an
Oh my
opportunity
goodness!
to
Come on,
compete
man.
for the WWE Championship not too long ago. Cedric Alexander, former Cruiserweight champion, 24/7 champion.
As I said
They know
before,
what
in
it
another
tastes like to
another
have
storyline,
gold
in
around your
another
waist. When you
reality,
get that taste,
this is
it makes
probably
you
a
hungrier for more.
WrestleMania tag
Danny
team
Burch
title
now into
match.
the cover, forearm in the face and a kick out. And one of the biggest stories coming out of WrestleMania, a superstar who now has a taste for gold, Drew McIntyre, over a decade pursuing the WWE
Oh
Championship.
yeah, who you guys think is winning this?
Realized that dream last night at WrestleMania against Brock Lesnar, but what happened when WrestleMania went
Destroy. Did you ever
off the
see?
air was stunning. We will
Did you ever
bring that
see
to you
Apollo
later on
Crews
tonight.
wrestle live? Maybe when he was Uha Nation. Did you ever see him live?
Surprise, surprise. We're going to see how Drew McIntyre was
He's been to a lot of indie wrestling shows, from what I know. Have you ever seen Uha Nation live or
trying to make a tag to Ricochet in the
Apollo
corner.
Crews
Of
live?
course, Ricochet, plenty of history with Brock Lesnar,
Hello.
dating back to Super
Nuke, what's up, man?
Look, if you talk to Ricochet, he'll tell you he learned a lot from that experience, even in defeat. He learned that he needs to be a little more aggressive with what he wants inside the ring, and this is a chance to prove that as Cedric Alexander makes the tag.
Tag made. Ricochet is now legal. I'm trying to wipe out Danny Burch.
I think I did see him live at WWE. Oh, okay. I thought maybe you saw him before that.
Always so much fun to watch.
I know he worked for
Boot right to the face.
Pro Wrestling Guerrilla, I think.
Kick to the side of the neck, and now Ricochet.
I don't know if he's been in Wrestle Circus. I know Leo Rush went to Wrestle Circus a little bit.
Oh, and broken up by Danny Burch.
That's not
Ricochet. Ricochet's got that fresh shave that ref had.
Cedric Alexander, two unstoppable athletes, and
Ricochet's
Ricochet and
looking
Alexander.
Smooth.
Think about what we're seeing right
Smooth
now.
and clean.
Danny Burch and Oney Lorcan here, they could completely destroy any momentum that Ricochet.
I saw the WrestleMania 36 both days,
Cedric Alexander
and I
trying
know
to
who
build.
Drop
wins
kick
most
to
matches.
Burch, going for a half and half
Really?
suplex. Ricochet
Oh, so
landed
you're
on
saying
his
you were able to
feet. Tag made by
predict
Cedric
the outcomes of the
Alexander.
matches?
Oh, inverted atomic drop in the enziguri.
Still not done.
Oh. Standing shooting star press to the back.
I like this team.
Shotzi Blackheart and Jake Atlas.
Tag made.
Jake Atlas.
And a great
Jake Atlas,
opportunity for Alexander and Ricochet. Neuralizer.
Austin Theory.
And now Ricochet.
Oh my goodness.
With Danny Burch taking
Oh,
out now
the recoil.
Cover
That's done.
Ricochet.
That's done.
Cover.
If this was
Alexander
NXT,
Ricochet
if this were an NXT
victorious.
match, that match would have lasted probably like at least 5 more minutes. But they decided, nah, man. All right, so Cedric and Ricochet win. I wonder what they're going to call their team. I think this could be a good spot for both of them, honestly. Honestly, I think this could be a good spot for both Ricochet and Cedric. Put them in this tag division. Can you imagine them versus the Street Profits? Them versus Akam and Rezar? Them versus the Viking Raiders? Them versus Angel Garza and Austin Theory? Them versus Seth Rollins and Buddy Murphy? Like, man, we could be seeing a renaissance of the Raw Tag Team title picture right now. Such a better idea for both of these guys, because obviously they, you know, maybe they need each other to have some, I don't know, like maybe 2 charisma detriments, you know, 2 negatives make a positive, and they'll actually have lots of charisma together. Jake Atlas just made his TV debut. Oh, that's Dexter Lumis. I don't think that was his debut, Destroy. Oh, maybe it was. Maybe it was. No, I think that was his debut, because he was in the breakout tournament The breakout tournament that had Cameron Grimes and the dude who got basically let go because he wanted to say that his shirt was racist. The shirt they made for him to sell merchandise so he could start getting paid was racist because it was black and had a smile on it. That dude, I forgot his name already, which is probably a good thing because that dude's schizophrenic most likely. Who else was in it? A couple people in that tournament. Oh, did I already say Cameron Grimes? I gotta say Cameron Grimes again. NXT. Yeah, but that's where she's saying he made the debut. Jordan Miles, that guy, yeah. Yeah, the guy who was convinced the world was out to destroy him by giving him a platform to wrestle on and trying to give him money for selling merchandise. He's racist, Joe. Okay, so what? Even if it was, okay, let's just say even if it was, who cares? What are you talking about? You're out here changing the world, wrestling a match a week on NXT. Come on, man. You're smarter than that, right? You don't think that maybe you can change the world by like utilizing that platform to spread like cool information about your race and people that you've come to admire that have done cool things in your race? You don't think you could utilize your platform to actually undo the hurt that a shirt caused to your race? You couldn't use a multi-million-dollar industry to get a message out there a little bit better than just getting mad about one T-shirt. That's why I would never do that. I would never do that. You guys would just know exactly what I'm talking about. Let's say today Ninja comes in here, okay? Let's just say Ninja comes in my broadcast right now and he's like, "Hey man, I like the way you stream. I like your attitude. I like how you see a silver lining in things, and I really like you to join my team. I'm putting together a team of streamers who stream Fortnite all day, every day. I'm gonna pay you 100 grand, not all day, every day, but we're gonna pay you to fill a slot where you have to stream Fortnite. This is what you do. You're gonna stream Fortnite for 3 hours a day, and we're gonna pay you 100 grand a year." I would be like, "Thank you, Mr. Ninja. I accept." I wouldn't be like, "No, they trying to hold me down, yo. They trying to tell me I gotta play nothing but Fortnite, man. F that. I'm bigger than Fortnite, man. Hey, I can't believe this dude Ninja thinks that I'm gonna play Fortnite all day, man. I ain't playing Fortnite 3 hours a day. I'm playing Fortnite no hours a day and get no $100,000. That's so stupid. It's like just take the money and invest it in things that are gonna get your message out there. I would take the money. I'd play Fortnite for 3 hours a day, and then for the other 5 or 6 hours of my streaming day, I'd play something else and just prove who I am. I'd prove what I actually care about. I care about Fortnite. I actually like Fortnite, but I would utilize that other time that $100,000 and all this endorsement I'm getting is giving me an opportunity to do and prove. You're not proving anything by giving up a platform to make some point that no one's gonna care about. You know what I'm talking about? Like I'm not saying like he probably was getting paid something like that. Jordan Miles was probably about to get they were pushing him too. He won the tournament and everything. He fought Adam Cole. He was probably on their radar for something pretty big for the next couple of months of his life at least. He was probably gonna get something like I don't know, 60,000 a year, something like that. But still, that's a lot of money for a wrestler to just come out here and wrestle one match a week. That's a week. So I don't know. I'm just I'm just trying to make conversation during the commercial as well, guys. But I'm just saying, like, there are smarter ways to deal with being segregated or even being perceived as being segregated. There's smarter ways to deal with it. And if you have a platform that gets out to millions of people, the last thing you want to do is put yourself in a corner and make those people who are giving you the opportunity stop giving you the opportunity. I'd never be like, "Man, Ninja sucks," or "Fortnite sucks." I'd never be like that. I'd just play it. I'd have fun because I actually do have fun playing the game. I do actually respect and I do like Ninja. He's a good streamer. He gets off on his own tangent sometimes, but so do I. He's a cool guy. He's a little out of touch, but you spend all day in your house. I mean, what's gonna happen? But that's my point. Like, just don't do that. Nobody's gonna touch it. You know what I'm saying though? Like that's what I mean. It was so horrible of him, and it just kind of it went against what he was trying to say. He was trying to say, "Oh man, I'm segregated," and all this. Like, no, you segregated yourself because nobody was talking about that. Oh, is Drew Mac here? No. Is Seth here? All right, we're back from commercial.
Kevin Owens has fought it tooth and nail. Finally, Kevin Owens gets to go one-on-one with the Monday Night Messiah. Rollins trying to get the mind of Kevin Owens early on.
And he messed up because Tony Khan didn't want, because he exposed himself as a person who's looking for like a conspiracy. Like, who's gonna want to hire people when it's like, dude, we're giving you money. What are you talking about? You're not like some African American icon. You're a wrestler, all right? Nobody's like, oh my god, I'm so inspired. I'm gonna stop doing all the bad stuff I'm doing and really come out of my shell because Jordan Miles rejected a T-shirt design. Like, it's so small in the grand scheme of things, but it's so huge for him because he could have made a difference.
Here's your winner by disqualification, Kevin Owens.
KO Mania. Dude, he jumped off this sign. It was awesome.
You don't get to end this. Let's do it, no disqualifications.
Like something like the slow but fast hip hop might fit Ricochet and Cedric. I hope they don't give them like the Blake and Murphy type music. I think they might immediately run to like dubstep. You guys think they're gonna do that? I think they're gonna do that. I think they're gonna go to dubstep immediately. It's gonna be dubstep with what's his name, Josiah Williams rapping on it. That was a great spot. It was.
Where's Kevin Owens going?
Spot. I'd say Spotomania. I would say besides Undertaker choke slamming AJ off the roof and kicking him into that hole, might have been the Spotomania, man. Shane classic elbow. Cut the roof onto the trampoline. Really?
You know,
House music? They're gonna give dubstep with Josiah Williams rapping on it. Watch. That's my prediction.
I started this thing back in November. All I wanted for 5 months was to get him in a ring one-on-one, and instead
KO.
what I got was multiple attacks by 2, 3, 4 guys at a time. I was beaten down and nearly broken so many times that it got to the point where I asked myself, is it worth it? You know? But then at WrestleMania, when I jumped off that sign and crashed through the table onto Seth and got him back in the ring and hit him with that stunner, and then I heard the ref make the 3 count, I got my answer. Yes, it was all worth it to finally have a WrestleMania moment that I can be proud of. But now that that's done, it's time for me to refocus and move on to bigger and better things. But what is that? Right? I used to call myself a prize fighter. Maybe it's time for me to go back to that. Or maybe there's more people in WWE like Seth who deserve a stunner or 2. The point is, no matter what I do from here on out, the message and the mentality remain the same. I am here to stay, and I will just keep fighting, because this is the Kevin Owens Show.
Is it though?
After a gratifying victory at WrestleMania, it looks like...
Is it really though? We're gonna burn it down. Seth Rollins is back. Is he gonna be wearing his WrestleMania gear still? Nope. He's got different pants. He brought different pants, and he's walking out here all slow. Oh no, Seth! No, Seth! Don't lose faith. Seth, no. Seth looks really mad, and he's got no disciples. I've always liked Steen. Yeah, Kevin Owens is incredible. Making him have a match. Are they? Oh, he's gonna fight? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, that was Seth's first and second loss at Mania. Now that I thought about it, that was the first WrestleMania where Seth did not have a win. So the Seth streak is over. Oh no, Seth, no. They should have had him win. Should have him win the first match and then had Kevin do that stuff. Oh no. The Seth streak is over and he's so mad. Seth is just taking off his jacket so calculatedly, and there's a person in the corner. I don't know who it is, but oh my god. Who's this
and
guy?
Tonight it's Denzel Dejournette from NXT to try his hand.
Denzel
Dejournette.
Dejournette.
Oh, and look at Rollins.
And Seth is going to
right
have
off of the
a
bell.
sandwich right now.
This is a different type of Seth Rollins than we have ever seen before.
Seth is so mad right now. And he's already stomping away at Denzel Dejournette. Is that his name?
Rollins all by himself. No Murphy, no AOP,
no AOP.
Just a man who is
Denzel Dejournette. I think that's his name. I don't know. Denzel something.
No matter the underhanded
Denzel
tactics
Washington?
that Seth Rollins attempted this past weekend at WrestleMania.
See if I can find him.
It did not help him against Kevin Owens. And to your point about Murphy and AOP, did not have.
Oh, I found
backup,
Dexter Loomis.
but Rollins has had many times in the past to gain success in WWE.
No, I don't have Denzel.
Listen, maybe WrestleMania was
Unless
good
they
for
spelled
Seth
it
Rollins.
weird,
Maybe
and
it's
I
good to
don't
get
know.
slapped in the face by humility once in a while.
Do you want to go tell him that, Byron?
I'm good
Dexter
right here
Loomis is looking like such a beast.
Here comes Seth.
Now
What was
Seth
his name
Rollins
again?
with the stomp.
That was nasty.
Destroy. What was his name again before?
Seth Rollins was out to prove a
Something
point
Atlas.
tonight.
Jake Atlas.
And
It's
the
over.
Monday Night Messiah picks
It's
up
done.
the win.
Here is your winner, the Monday Night.
Seth just super duper squashes, but that's pretty cool that somebody from NXT I never heard of got a match on Monday Night Raw versus Seth. He's probably going home and popping the bubbly. You know he's popping the Budley. The Budley? The Budley? No, Dudley, not a little bit of the Dudley. Dudley, no, you're not getting your own sparkling champagne. Dudley, are you even old enough to have champagne? Dudley, don't run away. Dudley, you had champagne. I saw you drinking it. Dudley. How old are you? I'll get back to you on this, guys. This could be a travesty. And then Seth just walks out. My goodness. I love that he just walked out like that. Nia Jax, wait a minute. Nia Jax?
Champion, the irresistible force, Nia Jax, is returning to Raw.
What? Yo, why would they tell us this? Why are you telling me about this? You shouldn't be telling me about that. Why are they telling me about that? They should just show me that. Oh, man. What is up with these days, man? Why do you gotta announce stuff on social media and everything? Just let it happen in front of me. Well, that's cool, though. I must say. I mean, I sound mad, but I'm actually really happy. Yo. One hit is losing his mind somewhere. Skull Crusher in the house. I saw Laganza earlier, I think. Did I see Laganza? I think I saw Laganza too. Skull Crusher, welcome. Laganza, welcome. I need her to hurt Becky, yeah, please. Break Becky's nose again. Make her more popular. That's a popular button. Becky's nose is a popular button. When you hit her nose, she becomes more popular. Do that. I'm not like most girls. Why would you announce that? Why would they announce that? That's their product. I'm sure there are people like, yo, why would Why would Gritty have a match against Dudley on Gritty Mania? Actually, I don't think anybody would ask that question. I'm sure everybody who saw it is probably like, yo, Gritty, that was brilliant. Well, I hope you guys liked it. I put a lot of work into Gritty Mania and Takeover, guys. Talk about a lot of work. Making outfits for people, making brand new characters for people, planning out match types, planning out, well, not as much match types, but match is. Wanted it to be fun. There we go. All right, let's get Naya. At least it gave me the time to get the layout put together, I guess. Hello, I've been in and out. Yes, there's Laganza. Laganza, the man with the best pants in the GWE. I gave you some fresh pants, dude. I'm kind of like think about taking them pants from you. Would you trade me pants? Can we trade pants just for one event? Can I have your pants and you can have mine? We could be pants bros. Yo, we could be a tag team. Be a tag team for one match. Pants bros. You get my pants, I get yours. But I'm gonna make them green. I'm gonna make them green, not yellow. Playing Animal Crossing. Man, that game has been just absorbing people's souls. Animal Crossing. Should be called Soul Crossing. It's absorbing people's souls. Grace pants is stinky. This is not true. This is absolutely not true. I have the freshest pants. Did you see my out? I have white pants. Like, how would they be stinky? I have the most clean pants out of anybody in the GWE. Why would I wear white pants? I'm the cleanest. I'm the CEO. I got new pants between like the entrance. Okay, look. When you see me on this character select screen and when you see me in the entrance, I've already changed clothes twice. I don't know where you're getting your info. I think you're reading some weird dirt sheets. You're reading actual dirt sheets where they talk about the amount of dirt that is on people. That's dirt sheet knowledge right there. And it's not true. That was from Dirt Meltzer. Dirt Meltzer told you that. Here she is. Naya's back. Oh, she's gonna have a match too? Uh-oh. No, we're not gonna say that. We're not gonna say that, Christian. Just because they're white don't mean they smell nice. You know how hard it is to keep gear completely, perfectly, pristine white in a wrestling ring? When you're touching all kinds of dudes that are sweaty? I don't think you know. Naya has legs for days. She's back. Stop announcing things in the chat before I announce them, alright, guys? Please. Alright? We're going to ask this, like, probably one more time before I start timing people out, guys. Just wait a second, alright? You don't have to announce stuff right away. You can wait, and I can say it, and then you can talk about it. You wait maybe 10 seconds, guys. Just hang on, alright? I know we're living in a very fast-paced world where you get gigs per second and stuff. I understand, but in this chat, please don't announce stuff until you hear it on the chat, until you hear it on the stream. It's Nia Jax versus Deonna Purrazzo. All right, because there's some people who don't get to watch Raw live. They don't have USA Network. They don't have the money to order it. They don't have cable or whatever. And they have to watch this stream to know. And then you're announcing stuff before they hear it and before I talk about it in the chat. And it's ruining the experience because they're not getting the information the way that they want to. They're getting information by you in the chat typing letters.
I talked to you about that. Get off the hair.
Oh, and Nia Jax with a short arm
So please,
clothesline. You think Nia
guys,
was anxious to get back?
stop jumping the gun.
Absolutely, but think about how much
Okay,
things have changed.
please, man. I'm
Since
asking you
Nia
guys
Jax was
nicely.
regularly competing.
I don't want to have to
Becky
start
Lynch has
timing
been
people
Raw
out or
Women's
none of that.
champion for
But
over
it's
a
been the
year.
rules for
Shayna
like
Baszler
months and months
clearly
and months.
not gonna forget about Lynch.
So let's wait
And
until
Raw
I talk
superstar
about it. Let's
Charlotte
wait until
Flair
you hear
is
it on the
NXT
stream.
Women's Champion.
Yeah, the landscape is
Nia
changing.
Jax needs a new theme. Eliza, you think everybody needs a new theme.
You basically
I think her
restructure
theme's
that
perfect.
landscape again because Nia Jax is a game changer.
And don't forget Bianca Belair, now a part
Exactly.
of Raw.
Exactly.
Nia
See?
Jax.
Exactly. Oh, bye-bye.
Samoan
That's
drop
done.
to Deonna Purrazzo.
Too easy.
Bye-bye is right. Maybe Deonna should have never said hello.
Oh, do you want him to stop it?
What a weird way to debut. Why didn't she debut last night? Oh my God.
DDT by Nia Jax. Could this be it?
Package
Nia
DDT.
Jax
That's done.
dominant in her return to Raw.
Here's your winner, Nia Jax.
Nia Jax.
Wait till the match is over, guys. Wait till you hear it on the stream. Wait till you hear it on the stream. Guys, I don't know how many times I need to say this. Stop announcing match outcomes. Stop announcing when the match is over. You're not a news source. Just wait a second, all right? Wait till you hear me say it. Wait till you hear the song hit or the 3 hit or anything like that, and then start talking about it. Just wait and listen, guys. You have to wait maybe 5 seconds, 10 seconds at most. I know you're in a hurry, but we're here for 3 hours every Monday. It's not hard. Just chill for a second. It's going to be all right.
On the Boneyard match between AJ Styles.
Yep, Nia wins. Destroys Deonna Purrazzo. What I'm saying is no spoilers. I'm not saying no spoilers. I'm saying just wait 10 seconds. Wait till you hear me say it's happening. Then start talking about it. It's not hard. I'm sure you have an initial reaction, but you don't need to start typing immediately when something happens. And even if you do need to start typing immediately when something happens, you don't have to press send until you hear it on the stream here. Like, you're literally one button from breaking the rules. Just don't press that button until you hear it on the stream. Until you hear me talk about it. Then you press send. I'm not even asking you don't type a response or type hype. I'm saying just don't press send until you hear it on the stream. That way you can make it a good experience for everybody in here. Okay? Alright, cool. Alright, Boneyard match.
We're just getting started.
Uh-oh. I'm just getting started. Oh, they're not going to replay the whole thing?
Let's do it.
The one time that I want them to replay the whole match, they're not going to replay the whole match? Ah, come on. I want to see it. I wonder if they changed Undertaker's picture on the website to the American BA Undertaker. Don't bury me, bro. They're not going to give that match to us for free. That's true. We did get trolled, guys. We did get trolled. They did Shayna dirty. I believe in that, CBO. I believe in that. They did do Shayna dirty. They did me dirty too because I wanted her to win. Bryson! Welcome back, Bryson. When he appeared behind AJ and started punching him on the tractor, that was so funny. Uh-oh. This is what you asked for, right? Tosses him off the roof.
Still want to talk? Come here.
Tell me my wife's name. I love when he started saying that stuff, yeah.
Tell me how old I am.
Just tell me how old I am. What's my wife's name? I love when he started doing that. That was so epic. I love the attitude from The Undertaker right there. Why don't you tell me how old I am? Why don't you tell me my wife's name? And then he buried him, and with AJ's hand is sticking out of the ground. That's the worst part of the match. If they would have left that out, it would have been perfect. That took down my rating by like 0.2 at least. That was so corny when you see AJ's hand sticking out of the dirt with the glove on.
If you're feeling boxed in, it might as well be.
What the heck, man? That was the Boneyard match? Man, I thought they were going to show us the whole thing. I want this $5 chalupa box. I want it now. You still like Nia's theme? Yeah, because it fits her. I'm not a person who needs new themes. As long as a theme fits, people can keep it for 25 years. It'll be just fine. The problem I have with themes is when it does not fit a character, because your theme should be an extension of a character. It should set up what the person's about to do, what the person's all about. That's why like Aleister Black's theme works. It's because it exudes his attitude and what he's about to do. It's hard hitting. It's heavy. It's repetitive. It just sounds like you're getting kicked in the head over and over again. And it's about like you're never good. You're never truly evil. And it's a thought process. Like, yo, what the heck is he up to? Who is he? You know, it breeds mystery. It's perfect. And I'm not like most girls. Is exactly Nia Jax. But Nia Jax is not trying to fit into somebody else's mold. She's being herself, and she is dominating in her own way. And it sounds. If you ever hear that song in an arena, that song bumps, man. That song bumps when it hits when the subwoofers hit, and that song bumps. It's a really good sounding song live too. So it not only fits her character, it's a good sounding song, and it just sets it up like, yo, you're about to get squashed by this girl, man. Sometimes corny isn't bad. That's true. Made a new version of JJ. What? Suppose they'll let them come up with their own dialogue too? Really? Spartan kick into the grave. This is Sparta. Life is Strange Bray Edition. Dude, I would play that game immediately. Can you imagine a Life is Strange where you play as Bray Wyatt? And you have the power to turn into the Fiend? Like, you know, on the first one you have the power to like turn back time or pause time and stuff like that. In the Life is Strange Bray Edition, you can turn into the Fiend to solve your problems, but it makes the game turn out differently. Like, if you find a way to solve your problems without using the Fiend, you can get like the good ending where you're in control and like people like you. But if you use the Fiend too much, like you get the bad ending where you're just like stuck as the Fiend and now you're just demonic and you can't tell the difference between reality and not reality, and you end up in like an asylum just tied up, but you're wearing the Fiend mask or something. I would definitely purchase that game. That game would be a must-have. It was a promo, not a match. It was a match. It was a match. I'm glad I went back and watched it because it was a match. It was basically it was a promo, a match outcome, a struggle against oneself. It was all these things together at the same time. Uh-oh. Ric Flair backstage.
Let me hear it. Woo, woo, woo. Oh, please try it again. It's woo. Okay. Woo, woo, woo.
No. Zach, that's not right. Radio, welcome back, man. Sorry the broadcast ended last time when you were just getting in here, man. I was just really tired. I've been burning the candle at both ends, trying to get Gritty Mania going, getting everybody's characters downloaded, getting their outfits made, getting arenas made, planning out matches, just making brand new characters, setting up the broadcast for Wrestlemania, NXT, Raw, all that stuff, man. And just I was just too tired. So sorry. But you're in luck this time because the broadcast is not ending. Humberto Carrillo is here. And this is one good thing about Humberto being here right now, is that the arena sounds the exact same as when there were people in it. He's used to this sound. So he's going to actually have a home field advantage right now. I don't know who he's fighting, but these crickets, they're his friends.
And build off that. Tonight is no different.
All right, so it's Humberto Carrillo versus somebody Wink.
265-pound Australian Brendan Vink from
Vink.
NXT, and Humberto's got his hands full.
Carrillo had a great game plan a
Sorry,
moment
but it's
ago.
true,
Try
guys.
to use your speed against
Sorry,
this
it's sad but
Brendan
true.
Vink. That's going to be your advantage.
I'd rather see Rhea Ripley. Yeah, that'd be cool.
Now Carrillo doing just that. Oh, and a jawbreaker to Vink.
Creating some valuable separation here. Carrillo upping the
Has there been any
tempo.
debuts?
Oh,
Yeah.
Carrillo
Nia
thrives.
Jax was just out here,
Taking
Steve
the
Griff.
bigger
You didn't just see
superstar
her on the
off
screen?
his feet. Now Carrillo into the corner. Carrillo.
I'd rather have Sasha as champ than watch it again.
Still so much more to come tonight on Monday Night Raw. We'll hear from the new
What do you
NXT
mean? You don't expect a major
Women's
return?
Champion,
Nia Jax
Charlotte
is back,
Flair.
man. She's
Later
arguably
tonight,
just
and
as big a
also
superstar as like
shocking
any
events
other
from after
woman they have on the
WrestleMania for
roster,
the new
besides
WWE
maybe
champion,
Charlotte
Drew
and Becky.
McIntyre.
She's
And
been
a
women's
big
champ.
boot by Brendan Vink,
She's been
stopping Carrillo dead in his tracks.
definite
High risk is the comfort zone for Humberto
part of
Carrillo.
major
That comfort
storyline.
zone can be your detriment.
Shoulders down and a kick out by
That's
Carrillo.
pretty major, man. It's just
Vink, who we've
women's
seen on
division
NXT
major,
and
which
and
is a
Raw
little
in
different.
recent
But
weeks. Byron, you talked about the struggles that Carrillo has had, but also the successes teaming with the
T1
legend and someone
M6.
he idolizes in Rey Mysterio as he tried to go up against the United States champion Andrade and his cousin Angel Garza.
That is so invaluable. Just think
Never was
about
a
it. I
Nia
talked to
fan.
Humberto about this, being able to sit under the 30-year learning tree of
She's
Rey
been-
Mysterio.
she's been
Humberto
pretty
will
high
tell
up.
you himself, just teaming up with Rey.
Dude, I'm gonna
changed
keep
the
hiding
way
your
he
message.
looks at
I've told
competing
you,
inside
stop
the ring.
saying that, dude. It's not a clever usage of words. It's just not even funny, dude. Stop saying it. This is a family broadcast. We don't need to have you talking about that, all right?
Increasing his confidence
Just
here
deal
against
with it.
Humberto Carrillo.
2, 3,
Everyone's
It's
still
Humberto
processing
versus this guy, Brendan
WrestleMania
Vink.
from this past weekend.
And
The only
Vink is actually
WrestleMania
getting him a
two
little
for
bit.
Just one
Maybe I
night.
should
Saw
put
the
him on the screen.
Boneyard match, a glimpse at it before the commercial break.
A
I
glimpse.
still can't get over whatever the hell the Firefly Funhouse match was.
That Funhouse reminded me of a couple weird dreams I've had over the years.
Not to mention
What?
4 championships changed hands this past
Wait a
weekend.
minute, Byron
And then
Saxton
just
had
tonight,
some
Byron, to the point
scary
we made
dreams
about Carrillo.
like that
Carrillo
looks like the
trying to
Firefly
stand out
Funhouse
because
match.
you've got superstars like
I want
Apollo
to hear more about
Crews
this.
that are now in the mix. Aleister Black continues his role of momentum.
Well, I'd
Plus,
love
on
as
the
a
women's
Paige
side,
return.
Nia
That would be
Jax
cool.
and Bianca Belair
That would be cool.
showing up here on Raw tonight.
Look, tonight is a great example.
Paige
of how
return
things are
would
just gonna
be
get more competitive
big,
every
you know?
single week on Raw.
That'd be
if you think
very,
you're good,
very
you
big.
better find a way to get better.
Nia return is
WWE calendar
it's
resetting.
big, but not.
Tonight here on Raw. Now
I
the
understand.
crossbody and a
It's not
kick out.
quite that upper echelon
Carrillo
of
trying to put
return,
away
but
the bigger
maybe
man
it'll
in this
turn out to
match.
be. Let's hope.
Carrillo went for the kick, got him with the left, and down goes Vink.
Vink may not know where he is right now, but Humberto
Humberto
does.
wearing his finest.
Ready to
I think he
strike
borrowed
again.
pants from
Rolls up into the moonsault.
Sin
Not
Cara.
wasting any time now. Humberto going
Humberto
all
up
the way
top.
to the top.
And another moonsault.
Moonsault.
This
It's
one
over
from
with,
the
is it?
top turnbuckle, and
Yeah, it's
Humberto
done.
Carrillo
All right,
racks
Humberto
up the
gets the
W.
Here is your winner, Humberto Carrillo.
There you go. Humberto wins. Good job, man. That's like his WrestleMania right there. Maybe next year, Humberto. Maybe next year. Just not feeling him, man. Nothing to feel really. I'm not really like. I just don't like the way he sells. I don't like the way he wrestles. He's talented, obviously, but it's just so pedestrian. It's like, yes, okay, you're a luchador guy. You do springboard moonsault. So like expectable. Like I could book one of his matches with my eyes closed. Baby Berto. Yep, Baby Berto wins. Up next, new NXT Women's Champion Charlotte Flair. Is she gonna be here, or are they just gonna talk about her? Paige Manning Humberto. I would like that. Really? I mean, if you like it. Yeah, they're actually calling this Wednesday NXT Takeover. The advertisement actually says NXT Takeover. Laganza, thank you, man. Technically can book any match, guys, but that's true. Okay.
Women's Championship. NXT. This Wednesday at 7 Central, only on USA.
That is true. You are correct. Laganza, thank you so much for the bits, man. Laganza burning it down. Burn it down! Oh, hang on. Thank you, thank you, thank you. This is true. I could book any match with my eyes closed, but with Humberto, it is exceedingly easy to like figure out exactly what he's gonna do and just put the other guy there. Never be another Rey Mysterio. Facts. Yeah. Yeah. I was at a live show. Seth's entrance with Pyro was cool. Yeah, dude. I was at the Raw, with the first Raw where they had the new skate ramp, and the fire in his entrance was so hot, like it really made your face feel like it was like contracting under the heat. Berto needs to be in NXT. Yeah, that's absolutely for sure. There's nothing going on for him on Raw. I mean, there is something going on with him and Andrade, but it's so like contrived. It's like you're making it happen. You're making them fight over and over and over again. It's not interesting. I mean, they turned in a pretty good match, but I have this. It's not even that I have this. It's like they have this inability to make the storyline compelling, and the language barrier that Andrade has, and the need of Zelina to get involved. It just makes it so like the in ring competition just doesn't hit that next level. It doesn't get past that. Oh, they're good wrestlers. It doesn't get past that. Zelina's fine. She's good at being a manager, but it's not reaching that next level. And maybe it can. Maybe it can eventually. Loudest pyro for you. Oh man, I've never heard it. I've never heard it live. Berto's a good wrestler, but just like I said, some people just get robbed of that NXT experience, that NXT training, social training, promo training, hold the ring training, like actually making a crowd feel like you have a presence on the screen. Oh my goodness. What is this? BC upgrades. Yo. Up to the grades. I'm gonna have to do it. Yo. Upgrades. 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 Yo. What happened? BC hooking C Griff up. C Griff. Getting it. Oh my goodness. What is this? BC to C Griff. Alley oops. He set him up. He set it up. C Griff slams it home. Goodness gracious. I like it. I like it. No, Dudley. They did not give you a subscription. Dudley, what are you talking about? No, they didn't give you a subscription, Dudley. No, no, you're part of the subscriber thing. Like if they subscribe at tier 2, then they get your emote, but they don't give you a subscription. I know it sounds weird. You want to give him some hype though? Here, Dudley, give him some hype. All right, Dudley, I think that's enough. Dudley, what are you doing? Dudley, stop. Dudley. All right, press send. Just press it one time. Dudley, what did you do?
And here comes the big dog.
Dudley, you put yourself a lot there. BC, thank you very much, man. Gifted subscription. That's some Team Gritty stuff right there. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Pyro was deafening 50 feet away. Yeah, I don't know how they do it. Like, they're right in the middle of it, too, when they come out. Like, it's like right there. One that scared me, though, is Rusev's when he entered the ring and the pyro would blow up. Oh, yeah, when he used to have the one that would make the flag come down. Yeah. Goodness gracious. What if Dudley can point his index finger so hard into your phone where he can crack the screen? Since he's an alien. I don't think he has fingers. Dudley, you have fingers? What do you mean that's classified? Dudley said it's classified. Dudley, that's not the type of thing you classify, Dudley.
Charlotte Flair has done it again. This time.
Oh, I got a new picture of Charlotte too. Hang on. Let me get my new Charlotte picture.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the new NXT Women's Champion, Charlotte Flair.
Charlotte Flair. Where is it? Here it is.
Charlotte, a big congratulations.
Yeah, look at this brand new picture. Look at that. Brand new Charlotte.
When I was a little girl, my dad had custom cars. He had custom robes. He had custom suits. And everyone thinks, it's the suit that makes the man. No. You know
They
what my
better
dad
not
told
King
me?
Spade.
It's the man.
He'll sue
that
them
makes
for
the suit.
impersonation.
So the superstars in this business assume it's the title that makes the man or the woman. No, it's the woman that makes the title. I've been the Raw Women's Champion. I've been the SmackDown Women's Champion. Hell, I retired the Divas Championship. Now, I stand here,
205 Live.
the two-time NXT
Until he can
Women's
bust out,
Champion.
until he can prove himself to be something more than
Rhea
just
Ripley
a
tonight?
good wrestler. I'd make him prove it,
She was all
Make
right.
him step up.
But she does what every other woman in this company does. They bow down to the queen. Woo!
Charlotte Flair
Whoa.
won the NXT Women's Championship
Woo.
in the first match of Night 2 of WrestleMania, but this was the main event.
Broccoli Lesnar. Broccoli Lesnar versus Drew Mac. All right, Charlotte. You guys like my new picture? I've been on it, man. You guys can't say I haven't been on it. Look at this. Brand new pictures. Brand new hotness. Oh, and now they're talking about Drewy Mac. All dressed in black. Oh, yeah, I got that too. Yeah, we got those. We got those brand new Drewy Mac pictures. Haters gonna hate. She did everything. She's the best. How's she overrated? She's not the best on promos. I'll definitely give you that. And she does have situations where it looks like she's counting steps and kind of waiting for the other person to do something so she can like do her part of the move. That's one of the things I really like about Brock is so strong. Like even if you don't want to get suplexed or if you're just not ready for it, he's gonna pick you up and make you ready for it. It's kind of dangerous. I understand that, but it's kind of the same reason I like Goldberg so much. It's like, dude, if you're out there and you're in front of people and you're supposed to be wrestling a match, you better be ready. Like get ready, get in position. You know. You have the best batter in the world, but if he never like crowds the plate or he never steps up or never does what he's supposed to do at the right time, it doesn't matter. Like you got to fill those shoes, man. You got to get in position. And Brock will let you know, man. If you're not in the right spot or you're not doing the right thing, he will just toss you. And that's what Charlotte kind of needs. I think that would really help her as a character and as a wrestler to look even better than she does right now. A lot of times she's you can tell she's waiting for the spot, she's waiting for the other person. She's trying to be like the courteous wrestler they trained her to be instead of just being the general of the ring, telling like dictating the match personally. So I would say that there are things that Charlotte can improve. Definitely promos, definitely that just being a straight general over the ring are things that I could see her improving and becoming even more highly regarded. So I would say maybe she's a little overrated, but she's still probably one of the best they got.
Just another one that tried against the Beast. Drew McIntyre is your new WWE champion.
Ronda was overrated, yeah. Well, in a wrestling ring, yeah.
Just the beginning of a long evening for
Uh-oh.
McIntyre. Coming up next.
Wait a minute. We got breaking news coming up next. Wait, what time is it? Oh man, it's almost time. It's almost time for Raw to be over. Man, I really wish that my sinuses were not giving me troubles today. Oh, it sucks so bad. If she wasn't Rick's daughter, she wouldn't be nearly as far. I would argue in the exact opposite of that. I would argue in the exact opposite of that. There are women who have maybe, gosh, how many reigns has Sasha had? How many reigns has Bailey had? How many reigns has Becky had? How many reigns has Nia had? How many reigns, like, there are people who have shined in this modern era of the women's revolution or whatever. I would argue the exact opposite of that. I would say that if she wasn't Charlotte Flair, she would probably be basically a Becky Lynch type of character, basically a Sasha type of character, basically a Bailey, but just a better wrestler than them. So she'd probably still have a couple more title reigns than pretty much any of them. She wouldn't just automatically be at the bottom of the fight card, guys. She's better than all of them. She's a better wrestler than all of them. If her name was Charlotte Vink, she'd still be a basically Becky Lynch character. She'd have multiple title reigns. She'd be the face of the women's revolution. She'd still be all the way up there, guys. There's no way she would just be at the bottom because she's been better than them for years. She wouldn't just automatically be at the bottom of the fight card if her name wasn't Flair. I understand. Yeah, they gave her some extra title reigns. I'm not going to lie. Yes. Yes. She wouldn't be a 10-time women's champion. But she would basically be somewhere between like an Alexa and a Becky or a Sasha or a Bailey right now. She would not be a Alicia Fox, never on TV or anything. So her name probably did get her somewhere, yes. But overall, no, she would not be bottom of the fight card. She'd still be like a 5-time, 6-time women's champion because look at how repetitive the women's division has been. They would have had no choice. She would have had absolutely no choice. So yes, I do agree she is a little overrated, and she has had a couple more title reigns than she probably would have had if her name wasn't Flair. But she'd still be like a 6-time women's champion right now, just like every other woman in the title race right now. Bailey probably has had like 6 title reigns. Sasha's probably had like 6. Alexa's probably had like 6. It's just that whole class, Becky, all them, they've all had like 5, 6, 4. She would be right around there anyway, no matter what her name was. But yes, Skull Crusher, I will give you that if her name was not Flair, then maybe she probably would not be a 10-time world champion. But she'd still be like a 6-time world champion. So we'd still be sitting here talking about the same person. I'll be right back. So Charlotte is the female Triple H. The female Triple H. Man, I don't know about that. I feel like the problem with the women's division right now is not that people are getting like put under by a overarching like behind the scenes person who's just gonna put people away. I think it's more like they just don't have people built up correctly yet, you know? Back when Triple H was putting people away, they had people who were well built. People had favorite wrestlers and people were over with the crowd and everything, and Triple H would just put them down. I don't think that's what's going on right now. I just think they haven't built anybody else to be a credible threat. You know? And it's like, what are you gonna do? You put brand new people into the title picture who aren't built yet, or are you gonna build them up? They got to start building people. Drew McIntyre's out here. Uh-oh.
Drew
All right,
McIntyre,
here we go.
congratulations
Drew
on your
Mac.
victory over Brock Lesnar and the fact that you're the new WWE champion.
Everyone
Now, I know
beats
it's only
Natty.
been
I know,
20
right?
minutes, but has
See?
the magnitude of what you've
That's what I'm
accomplished.
saying, man. They got to
put you
build
now-
up credible superstars.
No, it absolutely hasn't. No, it's been 20 minutes. I've not had the chance to talk to anybody.
This
or
was
my
filmed
family.
last
I've had
night.
a chance to sit myself, and I've had a chance to do one
Drew
thing
Mac-
because I don't believe this is real. Pinching myself to make sure I'm not going to wake up. So I took the time to get the plates changed.
Oh, he already had plates.
That's pretty cool, yeah? Now I know it's official. Now I know I'm not dreaming. A lot of emotions. I don't know where to start, so I'm going to start with
Yeah, I don't think it's Becky's fault either.
Let's go from there. There's plenty of time going forward. I want to say a thank you. It's going to be a weird one. You're not going to believe it. The people at home aren't going to believe it. Thank you, Paul Heyman.
Oh, really?
Weird one, yeah? Want to see
I
where
agree.
I'm going with this?
I agree, Skull Crusher. I agree.
During the match, I was ready. I came in physically, mentally, emotionally ready. Brock Lesnar walked down that aisle with a look in his eyes like I've never seen from anyone in my entire life.
Yeah, he knew.
You
He
can tell
knew
a
Drew
lot
was a problem.
by a man and your opponent by looking in their eyes. He was ready to go to war, and so was I. But there was a point when Paul Heyman said, "Keep giving him the F5, Brock. Drew can't keep getting back up. He's going to stay down." He obviously doesn't know Drew McIntyre very well, does he?
Thank you, Empire. I got it immediately.
My life flashed before my eyes in that moment. Every single time I've been knocked down and I had to fight back up. In my professional life, in my personal life, I have never surrendered. I fought all the way from not the start, from 10 feet under, dug my way up and crawled to the main event of WrestleMania. And every time he said that, every time he hit an F5, I stopped getting hurt. I started getting angry. F5, angrier. F5, angrier.
Angrier.
No surrender. Thinking about climbing to the top of that mountain inch by inch, and I don't give a damn there was Brock Lesnar on the top. I was going to claymore him as many times as it took. And as of about 22, 23 minutes ago, Drew McIntyre is the new WWE champion.
Looks good on him. Looks really good on him. What? Oh, wait a minute. What is he doing here? Big Show got a ref? Drew said, okay. Big Show's here and he brought a ref. This ain't the 24/7 title. Big Show, you better be going after that next. Big Show's got a mic and a ref. Dude, it looks so cool. Drew McIntyre with the title just looks so right. You guys know what I mean? Like, it just looks right.
Man, you did it. Man, you slayed the beast. You conquered the conqueror. You beat Brock Lesnar at the main event of WrestleMania to become the WWE champion. Wow. Now there's an entire locker room full of truly talented competitors that have you in their sights. But you know, Drew, this is
You
a
guys
big
gotta
man's
wait a
world.
second, man. Stop with
I
the
know
spoilers.
you
Stop
think you're a
saying
big
stuff
man,
before it
but,
happens.
You're no giant.
There we go, there we go. That's what I was waiting for. It's not big congratulations from Big Show. Listen, mate.
Is he gonna fight him?
I know where this is going.
See,
They got
that's
9
the problem.
minutes.
You don't know. All right.
500 pounds.
For the WWE title right now. I'm not going to challenge you at Money in the Bank for a title opportunity. I'm just saying you're dressed to compete. I'm dressed to compete. We have a referee. I mean, what's the problem? Ding, ding, ding. Ring the bell, bitch. Let's go.
Oh, it's like
here's
that?
The problem.
Uh-oh.
I don't know if you noticed. I assume you did. You just talked about it. I just fought Brock Lesnar. I just beat Brock Lesnar for the WWE title.
Uh-oh.
That's why I'm dressed to compete. I don't know why you're
Yeah,
dressed
this was
to
after
compete.
the show last night.
But I assure you, I'm not fighting right now.
Oh.
So what you're saying is that all that talk you did before, you're just some kind of punk.
Oh.
You flapped your gums talking about Brock Lesnar and understanding your own pain and taking that pain and twisting it till you got angry. Drew, I don't see you angry.
Big Show is so huge.
I'm looking you dead in the eye. You know what I see? I see fear. You're afraid of me.
Oh.
Come on, Joe. This isn't my first day. I'm not afraid of you. I'm not afraid of anybody. And I know you're trying to push my buttons, because I'm Scottish, I've got a temper. But I'm going to put it simply and slowly so that you can understand.
Uh-oh.
There is nothing
let him
you
enjoy the
can
title a
say
little bit.
that will convince me to fight you tonight.
Wait, is there though? Oh God! Big Show with the biggest slap, dude. That's like a hit with a bear claw, and I'm not talking about that nice donut. Ooh, I want that. I want a bear claw right now. Oh, that's it.
Hold on.
Yo, the title's on the line.
McIntyre's fired up now. Is Drew McIntyre set to
for the
defend
title?
the WWE Championship? The Big Show
Yo,
trying
this
to
is
promote
very
the
unexpected.
champion,
Big
and
Show.
yes, indeed,
Well,
WWE
it's the
title is on the
Netflix.
line.
I absolutely cannot
Oh my
believe this
goodness,
is
Drew
happening
McIntyre
right
in the
now.
corner.
Drew McIntyre
Stomp
is
it away.
defending the
Dude, what if
championship
Big Show wins?
against the Big Show 20
Big
minutes
Show is
after
in
he won
really
it
good
from
shape,
Brock Lesnar.
especially considering
Crawling
everything he's
matchup
been through.
against the
Goodness
Beast, and now a
gracious.
kick right to the face against
It's
the
happening,
giant
dude. This
Big
is for the
Show.
title.
Now driving into the canvas.
25
the pride of Drew
minutes.
McIntyre, how much this
25
journey to
minutes
the
after
WWE
winning the
Championship
title
has
from
meant.
Brock,
But
Big
is this a
Show
wise
is
decision?
challenging for the
Forget
title
that, Tom.
against
We've
Drew
never seen
McIntyre. I
this,
love it
period.
so
We've never
much.
seen a guy win a championship
Dude,
at
I hope
WrestleMania,
Big
and
Show
not
wins
even
this
a
right now.
half an hour after he wins
Just
it,
to be
get
weird.
challenged, and
Just
got
to be
put
weird.
on the title.
It's not gonna
He
happen.
just
I'm just
won.
kidding.
Cinder
I'm just
block
kidding.
like fist
He barely
right
has
to
a
the
gut anymore,
ribs
dude. You
of
know how
McIntyre.
hard it
No
is?
way McIntyre's even
This guy
close
is
to
literally a
100%.
mute.
Think about
He's
the
a mute,
gall
and I'm
of
not saying
Big
that to be
Show
disrespectful.
take
He's a
advantage of
mutation.
this situation and try and goad
He's a human
McIntyre into this.
mutation. He's
One
had to
thing
work
about it,
against
this is a
actual
veteran
genetics
play by
to
the
make
Big
himself
Show.
actually
Big Show
out here
knows
tonight.
Drew McIntyre is not 100%.
Champ, are you getting angry now?
So awesome.
You getting angry?
And on top of that, he's kept like a good outlook on life and a good sense of humor. This guy is, he could literally just be a pile of nothing right now.
Listen, and we know the Big Show. He's been in there with the best. He's been in there with Brock Lesnar.
Oh my goodness,
and
now he's
maybe
stomping
he sees
Drew.
McIntyre as a champion who is not credible enough, and maybe
Drew's having
that's
some
why
problems
the Big
right
Show
now,
came
man.
out here.
Might have bit off a little bit too big of a bite.
Throughout his career, remember, he won the WCW World title from the Immortal Hall of Famer Hulk Hogan.
Nice little
His
main event right
first
here.
night in that promotion.
Unexpectedly good main event.
Don't see how Drew McIntyre gets
This is
through
the
this.
first point of the season possibility. Oh, nice scoop power slam.
The most dangerous, one of the most dominant superstars
Dude,
we've
Big
ever
Show
seen
is
step
actually
inside the
carrying
ring.
this
Big Show
match
has been
right
in
now.
the ring with Lesnar. He knows exactly how racked with pain McIntyre's
Weird
body
World
is.
Wrestling.
I've been here 4 decades.
4 decades.
4 decades of fighting the best this business has ever seen.
Oh, now McIntyre trying to
Headbutt.
fight back on a colossal headbutt from the world's largest athlete.
Drew Mac feeling the pain from all the F5s he caught, and now he's getting beat down by one of the biggest athletes to ever touch this ring.
Push him to a point here.
Now
Drew
chop to the
McIntyre
chest.
may be mere moments away from
Well, this was some
surrendering
good
the
breaking
WWE
news.
Championship.
I'll
He
say that,
worked
man. I thought
so
the breaking
hard to
news was
win.
going to be, oh, he's going back to
McIntyre's not gonna quit.
Scotland,
He's not
or
gonna
you won't
surrender,
see
that's
him
for
for a
sure.
while. I thought
The
it was going
way
to be
Big
something
Show's
kind of
rolling, it could
wacky,
be a
but
matter
this
of
is
time. Now the
no No way. Big Show, what are you doing? Oh, goodness. Big Show with like a Vader elbow off the corner.
For the title and a kick out by the WWE champion.
Big Show literally half a second from becoming the new world champion.
Just stay down, Drew.
So close.
This is my pace.
My heart almost sank. Acid Crazy's on the edge of his seat. You're going to pay for a seat, but you're only going to need the edge of it.
McIntyre, but this is, you expect to be the hunted.
By the way, tonight is the debut. Speaking of edge of your seat, tonight is the debut
but
of
Drew McIntyre didn't expect it to
Resident
happen this
Evil
quick.
3 Remake
Unprecedented
on my
test
Twitch channel.
for a
Please come on over,
champion to win
become
the
part of
title
it,
in the
guys.
main
Come
event
hang
of
out.
WrestleMania, and then
Let's watch Monday
minutes
Night Raw
later,
right now, but
defending
let's
the
watch
title
Resident
once
Evil
again.
afterwards. It's going to be great.
And not just defending the title against anyone, you're defending the title against
Oh,
the world's
man.
largest athlete.
Chest
You're defending
slap.
the title against one of the greatest in the
Drew
Big Show.
Mac. Drew Mac is in definite
Now,
trouble.
Drew, what do you want all this pain for, buddy?
And every time McIntyre battles back, Big Show makes it
Resident
pay
Evil
for
3,
it.
baby. Big Show is doing all the work here. He is just
Slam to
destroying
McIntyre.
Drew McIntyre.
How much more can the champion take?
I'm doing this for your own good.
Think about how
Oh my
long
goodness,
Drew
Drew!
McIntyre is
You can see the welt from the battle already. He's got welt across his back, across his chest.
Do you want it bad enough? Huh? What are you made of? Huh? Tell me. What are you made of? What are you made of?
Big Show is one of the gatekeepers of the WWE. It's well known. There are a few gatekeepers who like quality check superstars.
You're almost broken. You're almost broken.
We're watching Drew get destroyed. We are.
Off the man's hair.
Ooh. Drew able to get out of that big slap. He did not want that. His hands are just like oven mitts.
I mean, it's remarkable that McIntyre has any fight left in him, but that fight might be on the verge of dissipating now.
Uh-oh. Choke slam? No. Drew out of there.
And now McIntyre with a giant slam. Cover.
That's one. Two. Not enough.
Powers out with
Big
authority.
Show able to kick out right at 2, though. How about you guys watch the show, all right? Just watch the show. Stop talking about it, all right? It's over with. All right? Skull Crusher, Mo, both of you, stop. All right?
Of the Big Show.
Obviously a miscommunication. Let's just watch the show, all right? Hang out. All right, thank you very much, Skull Crusher, for keeping the rules together. But I think there may have just been a miscommunication. Sometimes people have different latency on the stream. Let's just drop it, all right? You don't deserve that title shot. Kind of like Braun. Kind of like Braun, the guy that you said should get a Universal title shot.
And Big Show can't believe it.
Kind of like Braun, who was off TV for like 2 weeks before he got the tip-top title of the company.
But Drew McIntyre
I don't know, Mo.
survives.
Sounds like you might be being a little hypocritical about that. Deserve is a very broad word.
The Big Show aiming to capitalize.
You could argue Big Show deserves it way more than Braun.
Balling up the enormous right hand. And now the Big Show looking for the KO punch. Claymore!
Oh, Claymore right to the chin.
McIntyre. Cover.
That's done. Big Show's done. Big Show's done. It could be.
Here's your winner.
Could be.
WWE.
Different people have different latencies, Skull Crusher. It could have been. There's no reason to sit here and argue about it through the whole main event. We're supposed to be here to watch wrestling, all right? He got timed. He knows what's up. Let's just leave it, man. There's no reason to sit here and argue about it through the whole main event of a show. We're supposed to be here to like watch wrestling and have fun and talk with each other, all right? We're good, all right? We're good. Everybody's good. So stop. We're all good, all right? And Drew retains. He retained last night, apparently. Good match. Good match. You see, it just brings the whole mood down, man. He already got time. He knows what's up, and on top of that, if he doesn't know what's up, he got time. So it's literally, it's just gonna keep accumulating until it does ring true. So just let it rock, all right? We don't need to bring the whole night down and the whole entire mood down, just sitting here talking about it endlessly for like 15 minutes or whatever, 10 minutes. All right. Thank you for upholding the rules, all right? Next time, please just wait a second, all right? Just wait. Everybody, all right? I said it like 20 times tonight, so I think that everybody in here should have already gotten the message. But there's a possibility that he was a little ahead of you. Okay, so I'm just gonna chalk it up to that, and we'll wait. And then when NXT happens, if it happens again, then we'll have a precedent, and then we'll know. All right, but for now, we're just gonna let it rock. Let's stop talking about it. All right, can we just have a fun night? I'm trying to play Resident Evil, guys. I'm trying to play Resident Evil. I'm trying to watch Raw. I'm trying to get my rating for Raw because this is the first Raw that's actually getting a rating for the season. So thank you for upholding the rules. Well, let's just drop it now, and let's talk about what we thought of Monday Night Raw, the Raw after WrestleMania. Let's get to the show as well. Drew needed it. I think that the title looks really good on Drew. I'm really glad that he was able to beat the Big Show. I'm really glad. I'm really glad because that doesn't it's Big Show is one of those athletes that is one of those backstage presences that gets to kind of say when people are good enough or not good enough or anything. And the fact that Drew got fired from the company a little while ago and had to come back, it's good to get that endorsement from a from a superstar like that. So this was kind of like an endorsement match. Like, yeah, he's got what it takes. He's got what it takes. I like it. I hope you guys are ready. Resident Evil 3 is coming, guys. All I want is your scores, all right? So if you just watched Monday Night Raw along with me and you would like to give your review, please type a 1 in the chat. If your 1 is not in the chat by the end of the credits, then your score is not going to count. Okay? So please type a 1 in now. I'm telling you ahead of time. Type a 1 in if you want your review to matter. Here we go. Dudley. Dudley, I saw you. Dudley, everybody saw you. Yes, they saw you. You were wearing your Jinder Mahal thingy. You were wearing your Jinder Mahal thingy. Bryson Jackson. Didn't really see you hanging out. So I don't know that you watched Raw. So I cannot.
I want you at home to know my hand is touching your hand for this gathering of the biggest body of people in this country, in this universe.
Can't count it. Can't count it. Maybe for NXT we'll count it. But you gotta hang out, man. You gotta be in the stream. Unless you're the same Bryson that was on Twitch. But even that Bryson was there for like maybe a third of the show, maybe like a sixth of the show or something. So you got to hang out, guys, because I need to know that you actually watched the show, because in this particular timeline, there are a lot of people who just hate on WWE like religiously, and all they want to do is bring WWE down. I'm not saying this is you, but there are people like that, and so I have to make it so people have to hang out during the stream. So Bryson, your particular review will not be will not affect the outcome here. At least not today. Your review on Wednesday, though, if you hang out for the show, we'll do that. So it's just one of the things I gotta do, man. I gotta do it. Because without that, then people can just run up in here and do whatever they want. So first and foremost, it would be Acid Crazy. Acid Crazy, alphabetically, you are the one. You're the one. So let me get my background music. Turn this down. That's not loud enough. You guys hear this? Can you hear this background music a little bit? Yeah, just your number rating. I don't want to know what you liked, what you didn't like. I don't want to know what was the high point, low point. I don't want to know anything. Okay, all I want to know is the number. I'm trying to get to Resident Evil. All right, guys. So just your numbers. If it takes you more than 30 seconds to type your number out of 10, then I'm going to pass you. So Acid Crazy, out of 10, what do you give it? 9.3. All right, thank you. Because everybody in here knows what's going to happen. Everybody and their grandma is going to bounce up out of here because they got other things to do besides watch Gritty. Even though they've hung out with Gritty for the last 3 hours, they got other stuff to do immediately after wrestling stops. Acid Crazy, thank you very much for your review. All right, so your 9.3 has been taken into account. Next up, it would be Big Rud. Oh, Big Rud. We get a Big Rud review? That was a very fast 3 hours. I liked it a lot, and the lack of a crowd didn't really mess with me. What's the sound like, guys? Can you hear it? Can you hear the sound? Can you hear the background music? Find out what Big Rud thought. I want to know about this. A lot more people in here than usual, though, I noticed. That's cool, though. That's really actually cool. I like that. I like that people are showing up. Hey, Drewy Mac is here, too. Did Big Rud give his review? I might have missed it. I exited the chat for like 14 seconds. Big Rud, if you gave... Oh, 7. 7 out of 10. Ooh. Ooh, Big Rud, I like it. I like it, Big Rud. I like what you're up to. All right, your 7 has been added. I'm giving props to everybody at the end of the review, guys. Thank you so much, Big Rud. Hopefully the thank you is enough right now. BC. Oh, BC should have been next, actually, alphabetically. But okay, BC, you're next. Thank you. Thank you very much. I suck, but you're in here watching me, so it must be a little entertaining, right? Must be a little entertaining. Must have done something that brought you in here. It's a lot more than, I mean, that's more than 99.999% of other streams because you're in here, right? So I guess I did something right. Maybe it was the layout. Maybe it was the title of the stream. Who knows? Must have done something right though because you're in here. Instead of anywhere else on the planet right now. Could be watching Netflix. Could be watching Netflix, could be watching Hulu, could be doing a billion other things. Could be listening to an old Nirvana album. Could be writing a thesis on the difference between string theory and the And the gear theory, you could be conducting a scientific experiment about the difference of acidity levels between waters in different nations. Like there's an infinite amount of things you could have been doing today, but you're in my stream, so I don't know, man. Sounds like I kind of beat out a lot of things. I'd say that I won tonight. I'd say I won, man. The sheer amount of things you could be doing instead of sitting here talking about wrestling, I think I won. BC, let's see what BC think. 8 out of 10, nice. Oh, 8.0. That's pretty nice. What else we got? What else we got? It would be Cameron? Yeah, Cameron's next. Cameron's next. Thank you very much for your review. I appreciate it. Yeah, Cameron would be next, I believe, right? I think I'm right. Be Cameron and then Empire. M-I-J-K. No, it'd be Elijah. It'd be Elijah before Empire. He thought you were showing the show. Yeah, I guess. He thought he was going to find the one broadcast that was showing Monday Night Raw and then gets banned, and then he's got to find a whole nother show next week. Or he could just hang out and literally find out everything that's happening and get some friends who like wrestling, and on top of that, have an opinion on the wrestling that multiple people get to see every week. Like, the trade-off there, I feel it's a really good trade-off. You can watch a person who doesn't show the show, who you know every single show this person's going to be there, and give you an opportunity to matter, to talk about wrestling, to give you insight, to do a whole bunch of other stuff besides just streaming, who's going to make cool layouts, who's going to be hyped to see you, or you can just see a person who's showing 20 minutes of Raw and then gets banned. Alright. Cameron says Matt 7. Matt. Oh boy. 7 out of 10. You know, I kind of like that. Ma! I'm watching this streamer who sucks, Ma! Watching a streamer who sucks. I just gotta tell him he sucks. Oh, man. Alright. Cameron, thank you. Thank you very much for your review. 7 out of 10. Alright, so next up would actually be Elijah. Elijah, what is your review out of 10? What would you give Monday Night Raw tonight? This is their first possible point. They could actually start off the season with a point on the board. That would be awesome for them, considering that they've not won a season yet. Ma! I'm watching the 25th anniversary of Gritty Urban. I'd like to tell him he sucks every year, but I watch him all the time. Ma! Lesnar! Got some armchairs, man. We got some armchair critics. I like armchair critics, man. They're very noble individuals. 25 years of Gritty. Yeah, there's probably going to be 25 years of Gritty, guys. One way or another, you're probably going to be watching me for 25 years. We're all going to be in the retirement home together, okay? Not together, but like, I'll be in the retirement home and they'll have a room for me where I stream, and I'll be like, hang on. Hang on, the old mouse ain't what it used to be. It's time for grapple chat. Oh my goodness, Drew McIntyre Jr. just won the World Heavyweight Championship. Who would have thought his son is a champion? Oh, what's that? What? Cameron. You can't eat that Taco Bell anymore. You know what the doctors told you. You kicked the doctor? You kicked the doctor? Cameron, that's not nice. That you're probably gonna have to pay. Your grandchildren are gonna pay for that. What, Skull Crusher? Oh my goodness, Skull Crusher. You made a brand new American flag and it's real? You're so artistically talented. What was I talking about? Oh yeah. Drew McIntyre Jr. What a champion. I'm telling you, that's us in 25 years, guys. I hope you're ready. Wait, how old will I be? I won't be that old. Maybe I will. Who knows what all these microwaves and 5G and who knows what all this technology is doing to us. Maybe I will be. Dudley with a beard. It'll be Dudley with a beard. Elijah says 8.5. Oh. Yeah, Acid, I already got your review, man. You're good. You didn't hear me? I said I got your review. All right, 8.5 says Elijah. I was just trying to fill the time before Elijah gave us his review. Thank you, Elijah. I appreciate it. It would be with the sloth. Hey, maybe the sloth will become the official, like, animal of America. Maybe the eagle will, like, no longer exist or something because of global warming, and then the sloth, like, will be our thing. Because we're so slow to, like, pass laws and fix problems and actually do things that will save our race and our country. Maybe our official animal will become the sloth. I think that's perfect. I think it's actually perfect. I think our official animal of this nation should be the sloth. I think it should be the sloth. I'm all for it. I'm all for it. Scotland's animal is a unicorn? Is that really? Is that true? Is this true? I'm sorry, I'm derailing the broadcast, but I'm just trying to have fun, guys. Curfew after 10 here. Hide and go sleep. What? Oh no. It's a Loch Ness monster. Oh my god. Alright, who else? Okay, so it was Elijah and then it's Empire, right? Yeah, Empire. What is your rating out of 10? I really do believe our official animal should be the sloth. Just slow and it's cute. It's kind of cute, but it's cute how slow it is. We gotta get stuff together, man. Our country is so weird. Like, we got geniuses, okay? We need to talk about this. I'm ending this background music for a second. We have geniuses like Bill Gates. We have geniuses like Elon Musk. We have geniuses like freaking Neil deGrasse Tyson, and all of them are like, if you listen to them, they're all like, it's over. We tried to help you. It's all over. Bill Gates is like, dude, we're not ready for a pandemic. He's talking about it like years ago, and nobody cares. He's like, I tried to warn them. They don't care. Then we got people like Elon Musk who's like, hey, I invented this. I tried to tell them about AI. Nobody listened. I told Obama. I told Congress. Nobody listened. I told them don't mess with AI. I told them we should have sanctions on AI. But nobody listened. It's like, and then Neil deGrasse Tyson's like, there's there are meteoroids coming here, and we can't stop them. We need like 10 years to stop them. We need 10 years to stop a meteoroid from like hitting Earth, and we can only see them like a couple years out. We have these brilliant people who are willing to listen to on a daily basis to make our cell phones, to make our cars, to keep us safe, to teach our children. Like, we're listening to them on everything else, but we're not listening to them on the things that they say are the most important things. We should be ready for diseases. We should be ready for AI to take over, and we should be ready for interplanetary meteoroids to destroy our civilization. But these are things we have no investment in, and that we have literally no way of stopping. It's ridiculous right now. So I just wanted to talk about that because we're seeing the effects of the first one I talked about, but the next one is going to be even worse. It's going to be even worse, guys. We got to start listening to these people that we've already branded as geniuses who are changing society and making the world better. If they're saying, "Hey, but yeah, I know I made this cool like phone. I know I made this cool car, but like the most important thing is like we stop AI before it gets out of control, or the most important thing is we stop viruses before they destroy and kill everybody, or we stop meteoroids that are going to end our species as we know it." Like the smartest people who we regard as the people we should be listening to when it comes to cell phones, cars, rockets, space travel, all the rest of this stuff, we're not listening to when it comes to just staying alive. It's like, what the heck is going on with people, man? We're definitely in a little bit of trouble right now, and it's about to be more trouble. Who knows, man? Who knows when? I can't use my microwave while watching the stream. It stopped the stream. What, Skull Crusher? What do you know? Maybe I was talking about these Bluetooth microwaves correctly. I'm starting to sound like Alex Jones. I'm sounding like Alex Jones, but with a better voice. Okay, imagine if Alex Jones had my voice. Man, I bet you he wishes he had my voice. My voice is so sultry and silky smooth. My voice is just so silky smooth. Saying this could become a seasonal thing too, possibly. Exactly. So what the heck, man? Why don't they listen? 7 out of 10 says Empire. Oh, yes. Thank you, Empire. 7 out of 10. Cha-ching! You got it, man. John Cena and Roman Reigns. Thank you. Yes, John Cena and Roman Reigns. That would be cool. That'd be cool for... we've already seen that, though. So maybe it'd be cool again. Who's next? We Rupt? Is it We Rupt? I think it's We Rupt. We Rupt? I think it is. You guys still hear the background music or what? Yeah, it's We Rupt. No, it's Ringmaster. It's Ringmaster, then We Rupt. Alright, Ringmaster. What did you think? The microwaves are taking over. I tried to tell you. Nobody's listening until they're listening. Nobody's listening until it becomes, like, personal, you know? Nobody's listening until it hits them. Then it's all of a sudden an issue. These are real issues, man. Oh, 8.5 says Ringmaster. Wow, Ringmaster liked it. Ringmaster, thank you for your review. And We Rupt said 7 out of 10. Oh, boy. 7 out of 10. He thought this was a little bit below, like a pretty cool one. You can hear it? You can hear it? The microwave. I'm trying to tell you, man. It can actually do things. Alright. So, right now we have a lot of ratings. I like this, man. If we can keep the reviews going like this is going to be awesome. Maybe I should always talk about, like, weird, outlandish stuff during the review and not talk about Raw. I should just talk about weird stuff. Talk about Sasquatch during NXT. Talk about Sasquatch during NXT, and we're going to talk about alien invasions during AEW reviews. Maybe that'll get more people in here. Who knows? So, there are a lot of things I liked about this Raw, and there are a lot of things that kind of took it through this weird area. I'm not going to give a full review. I'm just going to say... Gosh, man, what? 7.6? That sounds about good to me. 7.6. The 7.75 is like it gives you a must-see type of situation. I'm gonna give this a 7.6. I really think that there could have been a little bit better decisions, but overall I had fun with the matches and everything. Yeah, 7.6. That sounds just about right to me. That feels right. All right. So, if you guys can believe it or not, guess what our total adds up to. You're never gonna believe this. It adds up to a 69.9. All the people with a middle school sense of humor or lower are gonna just love that it came out to a 69.9. But it's all about the math now. Let's go. So 69.9 we got. Suffering succotash, son. Even Roman's like, wait a minute, what? Look at Roman's face. Big Rudd nose. See, Rudd nose. Rudd's got that sense of humor. Maybe he has several levels of humor. He can identify with all kinds of levels. Either way, all right. 1 rating, 2 ratings, 3 ratings, 4 ratings, 5 ratings, 6 ratings, 7 ratings, 8 ratings, 9 reviews. Overall, 9 reviews. I don't think they're going to get it. 9 ratings. Is it 9? It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, 9. 7.7. Oh my goodness! Look at the rating they got. 7.76. They literally got across the finish line this epically. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. This might be the most epic limp across the finish line. They definitely had a hurt leg or something. Something happened. That was awesome. Let's do it. Wow, that's good stuff. 7.76. If anybody would have given it like even 0.1 lower, they wouldn't have gotten it. All right, we're resetting these scores, by the way. Reset all the scores except for NXT and AEW. This is incredible. I never expected it to be that close. If you guys don't know, they have to score a 7.75 to get a point. They scored a 7.76. There's no amount of finagling that could have happened to make that a reality right now. Nobody could have predicted how many people give reviews. Nobody could have predicted what anybody else could have gave. That was awesome. Raw pulls off 1 point. The first possible point in the new war. NXT and AEW are going to fight on Wednesday to find out who actually comes out of the season with the win. And then they'll be reset to 0-2. They'll be reset to 0-2. They could possibly get a 1. I hope that makes sense. Like, all right. Let me put it this way. They're tied right now. But the season for them is still going. For NXT and AEW, the season is still going, but it has restarted at the same time. So there's 2 separate ratings that are going on. So the new season has started. On Wednesday, we'll be finding out who pulls off the better show. It's an actual head-to-head competition on Wednesday, okay, for the first time. Normally, it's not a head-to-head competition. It's just a rating of each show, and whoever gets a point gets a point. And then at the end of the season, we figure it out. On Wednesday, it's an actual head-to-head competition based off of how many people review the show, how many people review each show, and the overall score of each show. So there's 2-fold ratings that are going into each show. They're going to be weighted evenly. So we'll find out. But whatever show wins or doesn't win, it's not going to affect if they get a point or not. So they're both resetting to 0. but they could both get 1 point at the end. It doesn't matter if they get a point. It's a sudden death round on Wednesday, okay? So on Wednesday, whatever show gets more reviews and gets the higher reviews in comparison, because they're weighted equally, will be the winner of the season. But then on top of that, if they turn out to both get above a 7.75, then they'll both get 1 point. So we're restarting the season, but this one particular show is the sudden death for last season. So we'll find out who wins the season based off that show, and we'll also give a point for this new season based off that show. So both of them could come out with 1 point on Wednesday. Hopefully that makes sense. Sounds very complicated, but it's basically like, hey, this is their last chance. Whatever show turns out the best score wins the season, but they could both still get a point for this new season. How we get food when the microwave is taking over the world? I don't know, man. I don't know. It's clear as mud. Well, hey, man, I feel like if you've seen the way it's been turning out recently, it would make a lot more sense. But basically, there's a season that just happened. This particular episode of NXT and AEW will be like the NBA Finals. So the team that wins the finals, that gets the most points at the end of the finals, will win the season. But that win will also count for this new season. So it's basically like I'm counting the finals as the first game of the next season as well. So the season outcome will depend on this episode, but this episode will also be the first points of the season for NXT or AEW. So it's like a crossover type of thing. Oh, okay, you got it. So microwaves are aliens? Microwaves are alien technology. That's for sure. Definitely handed down by aliens. That's no joke. So there you guys have it. Raw was able to score a point so awesomely and so edge of my seat wise. And I hope you guys will stick around because we are doing Resident Evil. Good to see Drew Mack over here as the new champ. Still the new champ after the breaking news. And also good to see Becky Lynch continuing to be here. Hopefully they'll have something for her soon. I don't know. I don't know what's next for Becky, but hopefully we'll find out in 7 days. I will catch you guys in just a few minutes for Resident Evil 3, the debut of Resident Evil 3 on the Twitch channel, guys. It's twitch.tv/Gritty Urban Saga. If you're on the YouTube channel right now, check the description of the video. If you don't want to have to type in that whole link, just go down to the description of the video and just tap on the link. It'll take you straight here. Catch you guys there. This has been... Wait, is that the saying? I'm still confused about what the saying is. Still confused. It says been the chat. This has been the grapple. What do I say? Does anybody know what the saying is for grapple chat yet? Does anybody come up with anything cool? I feel like I've been lost for a while on this outro. Alright, I'm just gonna say this has been the chat.